have 250 hours of flight time. All right. And that also includes specific amounts of pilot and command, cross country, and night flying. Yeah. There you go. You need that. You also have
Yes,
to do
absolutely.
certain testing and certification. So do you think that Black pilots, all right, are just applying for pilot jobs and then they're just getting it because of their race? Like, is that what you think? Don't you think that they would have to be qualified for the job? Yes or no?
Well,
Do
what's
you think
happening
that
is
they would have to be qualified for the job? Yes or no?
I'm sure they go through all the training and
Sir,
all the
do
respectable
you
flight hours.
think that they would have to be qualified for the job? Yes or no? It's like when I really ask a yes or no question, I want an answer. Yes or no? Do you think that they would have to be qualified for the job, sir? Yes or no?
Depends.
Depends.
It's not a yes
it
or no
doesn't
answer.
depend. It is actually a yes or no answer because I don't know any commercial airline that's putting unqualified people, all right, in the
So they
pilot
are
seat of a
fast-tracking.
plane. Okay, then give us an example of when a Black pilot crashed a plane. We're gonna look at the entire picture.
No, it's okay. I don't have to know how many Black people have crashed a plane, but
I
I
just
do
want to
know
know because I'm
that
pretty
as soon as
sure
you're,
that
as soon
people
as you're
have to be
not hiring
qualified.
someone based on merit and you're hiring someone based on race, that is a problem.
Okay.
Because there's nothing a black person can be absolutely just as qualified as a white person.
I thought that motherfucker was Charlie Kirk talking.
There is no way
Hey, Cad.
a Black person is inherently less qualified than a white person.
Hey, Cad.
Unless they're hired by DEI.
Okay. All right.
Oh, Liv. I'm so sorry, Liv. I'm so sorry to interrupt you because I know you're about to eat your food. I'm so sorry. Guys, shout out to Natalie for the $10. Natalie said because Black women's labor ain't free. I know that's right, Natalie. Also, shout out to Lane for the $4.99 super chat. Lane said, I've enjoyed watching your lives recently. You and Santana are my favorite and keep me entertained for hours. Thank you. Awesome. I know I'm better than Santana. It's okay. You can say it. You won't hurt his feelings. Thank you so much, Lainey. I appreciate and it's Lainey. Thank you so very much, Lainey. I appreciate you. And shout out to Black women. Thank you so much, Taylor, for the $84 on Venmo. I appreciate you, babes. Thank you so very much. Guys, we close out that super duper quick. I am gonna put a huge thank you. If you don't mind. You're gonna wait. Thank you for the huge thank you. All right. I appreciate you all. Drop all the hearts in the chat, guys. All of the hearts in the chat. I appreciate y'all so very much. Let's keep this momentum going and let's keep doing all of the good things, guys. Let's keep doing all of the good things. Make sure you show love to Liv. His pay links are in the bio. Also, the Amazon wish list for his students is in the bio. Make sure we do all the good things for Liv and also show love to Santana while he's here too, because even though he gets on my nerves, he does the trauma. All right. He's still my friend. He's still my friend. Ain't that right, Santana?
Friend is a strong word. W's in the chat for Gene. Gene sent a $1 donation saying it's wild that you're trusted with mod powers. You're chaotic. I disagree, Gene, but I appreciate the $1. Guys, I'm gonna, like, I know Erica has that thank you sticker up, and the thank you sticker is cute. And I'm sure we're gonna let her keep it up for a little while, but soon she's gonna take it down because as long as we're live, we should actually be supporting the live. So, guys, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links and the link tree in the bio. Erica doesn't have a Cash App, but I do. Everything with Erica, make sure you're showing her some love. She does have a Zelle as well. So, yes, the gift goal has been knocked out, but guys, the fun doesn't stop. Also, you know, hey, Liv is here. Make sure you actually take care of Liv. Make sure you actually check out his store. And my pay links are in the link tree in the bio. I am going to be here until I hear go home, Roger. Anyway, go ahead.
Go ahead, Liv.
I really feel some type of way right now. Like, I want to block Natalie. How did I get out hectored by Natalie?
What happened?
I got out hectored, like literally. That's crazy. Anyway, yeah, it'd be big W's, guys. There's a bunch of people in here. I am a teacher, and I'd love if y'all support. Wish list is in the bio for our young people. Great if everybody went in there and purchased something. Greatly appreciated. I was gonna say like Black women's labor ain't free, but Natalie kind of, you know. And then I just wanted to say something to help out sport here up top, right? In this debate, right, we have to understand that DEI is actually DEIA, which is actually a DEIA, because it's laid out in Title VII of the Civil Rights Act, race, right? So it's anti-racism, diversity, equity, inclusion, and accessibility. And this is a string of policies going from the 1960s all the way up until really today, you know? And these policies are specifically identified because of the way society was set up to benefit white men. And we know through research from, for example, UC Berkeley, where they sent out 180,000 resumes. 180,000. That's bigger than 10. And all you need for a sample size is 10, by the way, people, right? They sent out these resumes, and Black sounding names were less likely to get callbacks because they had Black sounding names, right? Has nothing to do with their merit, has nothing to do with their skill, has everything to do with the fact that they were Black. Okay. I think for me, if you are like in this good faith debate thing that you were trying to argue earlier, right? You would have to point out these policies that, I don't know, like harmed white people in any form or fashion.
Yeah, I actually think these policies don't necessarily harm white people. They actually harm Black people more.
Charlie Kirk thought they hurt white people, literally.
He actually said it's more damaging to Black people having DEI hires.
How?
Would you like for me to play another video? I got a million of them. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, here, can I make my point?
Pull up those videos. But I'm also just going to
Can I make my point though?
That the most successful companies in America have some of the most diverse staff and employee base, right? People from all over. We also know, because of like mass deportation and stuff, and like tariffs, that tariffs, like that nigga tariff is crazy, right? But we also know that when you have migrants come into a specific area, you decrease crime rates, increase property values, and decrease racial prejudice, because people are exposed to different cultures, right?
That's an interesting.
Which are all net benefits.
So in Canada, that's vastly different. So we've had we have a population of 30. We had 38 million a few years ago, and we're currently importing 3 million immigrants a year, and our crime is skyrocketing.
That's because of poverty. But that's because poverty. Like, I know a lot because one of my friends is from Canada, so I hear him debate Canadian politics all the time, right? And that's because poverty is on the rise. Has nothing to do with the influx of migrants. Right? If anything, migrants, along with your, imperialism and exploitation in the United States, in regards to the global South and, Africa and the Middle East, right? Outside of all of that, right? Migrants actually are the silver lining to the bounce back of your economy post-pandemic, right?
But I do want to get back into DEIA.
Like, I'm very pro-immigration. I think immigration is good, and every country almost needs immigration in a way. I just think it should be a responsible amount where it doesn't.
But we could just bring it back to ADEIA, right? And that's where the host wants us to go. So now listen, what you would have to still show me, right, is aggregate data on how ADA, let's say ADA, right? How ADA is harmful to anyone.
Correct. So it's harmful because when you're hiring someone not based off of merit, but based off of something else, anything else doesn't matter. Then you run into the thinking, someone was not hired for this because.
Let me break it down, Barney stuff.
Let him finish, Liv.
Because they had higher test scores in school. They were not hired because companies have a hiring quota for DEI standards. So that makes it dangerous for people, because people are having these dangerous thoughts.
I just wanted you to say that
good
part.
thoughts to have.
I just really wanted
Everyone
you to
should
say
be hired
that part.
based off of merit.
Hey, Tad, I don't want to use the voice, but I know you hear me talking.
Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. All right. So I knew you were going to say that part. I knew you were going to say quota, and I knew you were going to say that it was a hiring practice. Sir, you're wrong. All right. First things first is that there's no quotas with DEIA. That literally tells me that you do not know what it is. All right. Also, DEIA is not a hiring practice. It's not a hiring practice, not in the least bit. The only thing that DEIA has to do in regards to hiring, and we've said this 1,000 times on this platform, is that it would basically, to do a more diverse field of candidates, recruiters would place the job posting on different types of websites, so different types of job boards. So it could be Google Jobs, LinkedIn, Indeed, Yahoo Jobs. It can be ZipRecruiter, Monster, so on and so forth. Just a wide array of candidates could actually see it. So that's what that part is for. That's the only thing it had to do with hiring, but people still got that call for an interview based off of their actual resume. People got the interview based off of their actual resume. So it has nothing to do with actual hiring because there's no quotas. If you have something to prove otherwise, by all means, show it. I know you don't, so you won't. So Santana, the floor is yours.
I think that it's important to, I know Liv and specifically Erica has completely obliterated the talking points of United CAD, but I think it's really important to call out, this is what Charlie Kirk wanted, right? A misunderstanding, a conflation of what DEIA is and what affirmative action was, and like who's really receiving things based off of merit or actually based off the good old boy system, right? There's a huge difference between all of that. And with that being said, United CAD, you have to come back into the app every once in a while or you're going to automatically drop yourself. There you go.
Yeah, so I was listening, don't worry.
No, I was saying you have to come back every once in a while or it'll kick you out if you stay away for too long.
Oh yeah, thanks. Yeah.
Yeah, but the point that I was trying to get to is there's multiple studies. There's a Pew Research study that backs this information. There was a Forbes study that backs this information. And it clearly shows that having DEIA practices within companies is beneficial not only to revenue, but it's beneficial as far as having a cohesive work unit, right? Understanding that bringing different people to the table based off of their skill set, not based off of their race or based off of their sex, is something that allows you to unlock all the potential, not only within that individual, but as a team. So you sitting here for some reason preaching that, you know, quote unquote, DEI is a bad thing. One, DEIA is a very beneficial thing. Two, you don't understand what it is and what it's about. And three, DEI, last thing, and I'll land my plane. Hey, do you know where DEI came from?
I'm sure it has been around for a very long time.
Sure, it has. Yeah. It's been around longer than you realize. So yeah. DEI, right? The quote unquote DEI was derived from CRT, critical race theory, right? And critical race theory, CRT, was derived from BLM, Black Lives Matter, right? And BLM was derived from the word thug, right? And then the word thug was derived from the word boy, right? And the word boy was derived from the N-word. Literally, people that are using quote unquote DEI today is trying to weaponize this against Black people because they can't call us the N-word in public anymore and not be ostracized for it. They cannot be openly racist, so it is a dog whistle that they continue to use to try to call Black people the N-word, even though DEIA overwhelmingly benefits white women and veterans more than Black people.
There you go. That part.
Right. So yeah, I absolutely think that's horribly wrong. People should not be doing that, and they should absolutely not be using this as a way to be racist. That's very horrible. But I was just looking up. So I just received a report from ABC saying that a ton of American companies such as Walmart, McDonald's, and a lot of other ones as of 2024 are reducing their DEI hiring quotas because of actual legal issues. So it's a gray area. It's kind of illegal to have DEI quotas. because
Can you name one
dangerous
policy
news.
that was passed that made quote unquote DEI legal?
Exactly.
One.
That made DEI
One piece of
legal?
legislation. One piece of legislation.
Complicated. It's a gray area because
Sure.
it's kind of
Name
illegal and it's
one
kind
piece
of
of
not.
legislation that was signed that made DEI legal.
That made it legal or illegal?
Yes, that put it in, that made it an actual law or something that can be legislated on.
There is no legislative law requiring DEI.
So how do they have quotas? If
So
there's
these
no
companies
law
have-
mandating.
Right. So these
So where's
companies
these
make a
quotas
lot of
coming from?
money. These companies, if they have a certain persona to the public,
From where?
such as McDonald's or
No, from where?
Walmart, if they
Where
have,
do they get money from?
well, they're seen as inclusive. They want to.
No, where do they get money from?
They don't get money. They don't lose
You
money.
said they get a lot of money. Oh, so
They don't
wait,
wanna
so
be
are you saying
seen
that people
as-
are more, are you saying people are willing to actually
companies want to promote
patronize
DEI.
patronize companies that are more inclusive and diverse?
Well,
Are you saying that people like to actually shop where they feel wanted?
More inclusive and have
Well,
higher DEI standards, so everyone knows this is an inclusive company. You know, they have the pride flag. They got.
So are you saying that people would like to shop where they feel wanted?
Yes, absolutely.
Then how's
So how is DEIA a bet thing?
Right. So what you're doing again is that you're not hiring based on merit. You're hiring based on race.
Again, it's not a hiring practice. United CAD
you're
CAD
looking
is
at Walmart and
not
McDonald's
a
and other
hiring
companies.
practice. It's not a hiring practice, sir. It's not. It's simply not. All right. It has
Coca-Cola,
absolutely nothing to
McDonald's,
do with
Walmart,
hiring.
all had hiring DEI quotas.
No, they did not.
Yes, they
have
did.
hiring.
This is
They
from
did not.
ABC News in 2024. I can give you the date this article was there. It's saying that these companies are rolling back on their DEI hiring quotas because it's a little sketchy with the law.
Can I ask a question?
Because there's
These
laws,
people
you
get on my
should not
goddamn
hire
nerves.
based on race. There's reasons for
Listen,
that.
no, I'm going to tell you again that DEIA does not have any quotas because, again, DEIA is not a legal framework. It's not a policy. It's not a law. It's not legislation.
It doesn't
All right?
need to be.
It is nothing that has been mandated by the government. Therefore, there is nothing
It
for them
doesn't
to
need to
actually
be
meet in
mandated.
regard.
Companies
Excuse
are
me,
still
Kat, I
hiring.
am talking. You are going to let me talk.
Doesn't
I'm
need
not
to be
finished. I'm
mandated.
not finished. Stop it. Stop. Put yourself on mute, please.
Sure.
Put yourself on mute. Thank you. Stay there until I'm finished. And when matter of fact, what I'm going to say is that you have the floor. Until I say that, please stay on mute. Thank you. DEIA is not a hiring practice because there is no regulation, no law, legislation, policy, nothing to that effect. All right, that can actually monitor it. Okay, so there's no quotas to be met. There is no one telling these companies that they have to do DEIA. Although DEIA has been around since the 60s, it came to be a part of our regular lexicon in the United States of America during the Summer of Freedom, which was in 2020, after the murder of George Floyd by Derek Chauvin. That's when we became to know about it. That's when a lot of major companies took it on and made it a part of their policies and procedures. It has nothing to do with hiring. Nothing whatsoever.
But right, you're absolutely right. There's no legislation.
United
not saying that you had the floor
to put in hiring quotas. I'm not saying
there are no quotas, sir, is what I'm
saying. The companies
saying.
that are
Sir, there are no quotas to be met. All right. Again, the diversity part
Coca-Cola,
of
McDonald's, and Walmart removing their hiring
they don't
quotas.
have any hiring quotas.
Stop talking, because once she finishes, I got
Go ahead, Santana.
Yeah, you're fucking lying about
Let me
the article.
post my source.
No,
from
I'm reading it right now. I'm reading it right now. Did you read it? Did you read it? Because you're fucking lying. They did not end this because
McDonald's, these companies are rolling
stop
back
talking.
their
Stop
DEI.
talking. Stop talking. You said that they actually are rolling back their policies because no,
2025.
stop talking. Stop talking. You said they're rolling back their policies because of legal issues. You're lying. This is not what this article says. Yes, it names multiple companies in 2024 that roll back their quote unquote DEI policies. But these policies, to what Erica literally just said, were policies that were implemented internally within the company to promote diversity and equality based off of the actual social pressure from the quote unquote summer of love. This has nothing to do with any type of no. Stop fucking talking because you're lying. This has nothing to do with any type of legal issues. This has nothing to do with any type of social pressure. The only thing this has to do is that these companies were performative. These companies were performative, and they got an opportunity to cut a budget because it names that most of these companies were spending about 25 to 30% of their budget on these different types of DEI initiatives, and they can actually save that money. So they decided to cut that so they can save the money. This has nothing to do with any type of legal issues. The only thing it has to do with is these companies didn't mean it when they set it up, and they saw an opportunity to get rid of it and save money because Trump was coming back in office. You lied.
You're 100% right. I never said it was part of any legislation. Not once did I say it was
legal. You said legal. You said they were having legal issues. That's why I looked it up. You said that. I'm sorry.
You said that. Like, how can they come into any legal?
Not legal to hire based on race. That is discrimination. That is why the law
was hiring.
It protects black people.
So no, it does not.
Protect people.
No, it does not.
Yes,
DEIA covers a range of individuals. Are black people included within that? Yes, they are. However, also are white women. Because guess what? Women are a marginalized group in the United States of America. All right. So there's that. Also, it covers disabled people. It covers transgendered and queer people. It also covers veterans. It covers veterans. Veterans have benefited so greatly from DEIA. Why do you think in 2020 on applications they started to ask whether or not you were a veteran? That is why, because of DEIA policies. Don't change my thing. Don't do that. I don't know who just did that, but I want you to fix it. Like, what are we doing? Who did that? I don't know, but don't do that, please. Thank you. All right.
Yes. So, yeah. I agree.
Do
with
you understand that?
I understand
that veterans actually benefited from it. Also, white women benefited from it greatly, more than black people.
Right. So, and I think that.
So stop fucking saying that it was quotas and that people were being hired solely based on their race, because that's not it.
Well,
it's not it.
These companies like Meta and McDonald's and Walmart had DEI.
Do you know how to read? The article that you're reading from on ABC News.
Just read the article.
Yeah, ABC.
Literally, it says here. I'm going to read it for the class because obviously you might have read it, but you didn't comprehend it. He didn't fucking read it. I know, Santana. All right. The social media giant, speaking of Facebook, said it would eliminate a team devoted to DEI and cancel its equity and inclusion programs. Chief Diversity Officer Maxine Williams will shift to a new role, Meta said. The company will also, I'm trying to read that one that I saw. Okay, here we go. It says the company will also stop an effort to work with third-party suppliers that are diverse owned, Meta said, adding that it would roll back a diverse slate hiring program that ensured a diverse range of candidates was considered for each open role.
Boom!
Basically,
right there.
That's not based on race. It says
yes,
a diverse
you literally just said it.
I'm sorry. So is diversity only including race? Is that what diversity means to you? So
no,
when you hear diversity, you hear race?
It's an umbrella term.
No. You said boom, there it goes. So when you hear, I'm going to calm my voice down.
You just said it was hiring based off of race.
Literally, where did it say race?
Sorry, hiring based off of DEI. DEI means race and gender and sexual expression.
Okay, at this point, as a Canadian, go get the definition of DEI. At this point, you're
so
not.
are you saying,
I'm a female pilot, so I need you to, before we even engage,
you
I need
saying
you to go
DEI
ahead
has
and get the
nothing to do with
definition of
race?
DEI.
Are you saying DEI has nothing to do with race?
I said, can you get the definition as a fifth grader of DEI?
Well, I have to look it up. I don't have my computer.
That's what we asked you to do. Yes, that was common sense. At this point, we don't need to be regurgitating the same information. I need you to read it.
This guy's not smart. He's not.
And
smart.
you got Erica yelling. That's why I need you to now get that definition.
Not smart. Not smart at all. This dude's not smart. That's all I'm gonna say. He's not smart. And it's like he's not hearing words. Like I said, a diverse pool of candidates, and he said, "See, there you go." I'm like, so diversity means race to you?
Wait, so DEI?
No,
I
it's
think
the
he's
umbrella
saying-
term.
It
Then why
has
the
nothing to do
fuck
with
did you
race?
say boom? I didn't say
But
that
I
doesn't
think-
have
Because
anything. You're a
you
fucking
said
idiot.
DEI hires.
You're an idiot.
And DEI has
I
apparently.
think
Go ahead, Liv.
I think he knows what he's saying.
Yes.
Because by his logic, right, the Civil Rights Act, the Voting Rights Act, and the Fair Housing Act are all unconstitutional because they included black people. Yes. In
Absolutely.
order for you to stay logically consistent, right? If including black people in hiring practices is racist to white people, which is your argument, right? Then
Racist to
including
black
black
people,
people within a white society
It doesn't matter
is
to white
racist
people.
to
It's
white
to
people.
black people. It's
Now
more
listen.
racist towards.
Listen. We don't have to go back and forth because I already found you to be disingenuous because I asked you to show me harm and you didn't bring a source. That's one. You said you wanted to argue in good faith. I bow out because you're not good faith. Right?
ABC January 10th, 2025.
Second thing, and now it's going to be three things. Second thing is that black people being included in American society, by your logic, black people being included in the workplace is racist to white people. Black people being included into society would be racist to white people. Now, look, I wouldn't sit on this app in front of 1,300 people and make that argument because when you boil your argument down, right, in a society where black people were segregated and enslaved, to include them in this society somehow now has become racist to white people. And what you're saying is you don't want this society to allow black people in it because it's racist to white people. What you now have to do as a white person is to compete with an entirely more diverse pool that have gone through a lot more because of the way society has been constructed. And holistically, when the rules are set, black and brown people surpass white people. Right? We can look at black women in education, right? They achieve the most degrees. And so when we're looking at DEI, bro, either you're going to make the argument that black people shouldn't be in society and that including black people within this American society is racist to white people.
Oh, shit. I just lost my multi-guest access, guys. I just lost my multi-guest access. I have to appeal that. So I have to figure out how to appeal it. So bear with me for just a moment. Give me just a second. All right. I have to go appeal that. Because what are we doing? Because what are we doing? All right. Let's see here. Oh, wow. Jesus. Okay. All right. I need one of my friends to tell me what do I need to do in order to get this back. One moment. Okay. La 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 la. All right. I've never lost a multi-guest access like that before. All right. We're going to have to do that. Or I'm just going to come back on my backup and see what happens. These people are ridiculous. All right. So I'm going to have to appeal. Okay. So we're going to click appeal. All right. But what was it for? What did it say that I did? I have to see what it said I did. Thank you for hanging out with me as I figured this out. I appreciate you all. All right, there we go. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. So it's saying hate speech and hateful behavior is what it is. All right. Okay. All right. Let's see here. All right, we're gonna appeal. I'm trying to see which option should we use. But guys, yeah, that was crazy. Also, I guess because I am gonna put my backup in the chat in just a second. But I do want to say thank you to a few people while we wait. Shout out to Ori for the $10. Ori said DEI helps white women more than anyone. Guess is uneducated and racist. Very true. Very, 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 very true. All right. Also, I saw one from Mr. Chaos on PayPal. I did. And I want to read it off. Because me and Mr. Chaos got beef. It's kind of one-sided. It's more so on his end, but you know. All right, let's see here. There we go. Do. Guys, give me 1 second. I'm on the other device and I'm gonna guys, the other one that you can go follow this account. Go follow this account. Let me put it in here. Hope I do it right. Do. Okay, there we go. All right, is this account right here, Erica Shante, Erica _ Shante 1. All right, Erica _ Shante 1. All right, go follow that account. I'm gonna go live there. Shout out to Mr. Chaos for the $10. He said these Jackson 5 nostrils are still showing support. Thank you so much. You and your nostrils. I appreciate you, Mr. Chaos. Okay, guys, let me appeal this. We're going to be live. Give me like 3 minutes to go live on the backup. And then we're going to keep doing the good things and having these conversations. Erica _ Shante 1 is right there. It's literally, I can't pin it. I don't pin messages. So it's right here on the sticker, guys. Erica _ Shante 1 is right there. All right, so let's do that. All right. Thank you so very much, guys. We will be right back. YouTube, I'm going to stop the live for just a moment. Just so that we can stay on the safe side in regards to whatever.
Of Israel responding to Gaza with G-side and ethnic cleansing, because under your worldview, you are okay with any type of response.
It is not a G-side.
That's not the question. You just said you were okay with any response that Israel engages in, because whatever Israel engages in, it's always going to be on the fault of the Palestinians.
Yeah.
Right? So that wouldn't, if you're saying that, but you understand, right, that if you say that whatever response Israel engages in is an okay response, that would include G-side and ethnic cleansing. Therefore, your position.
Option for them to surrender, yes or no? Could they surrender?
Can you engage with what I'm actually saying? Can you actually engage with what I'm saying? Can Israel respond however it pleases and justifiably after October 7th? Yes or no?
Yes.
Or are there limits to their response? So they can mass murder children and civilians, and that is an ethical response to you as I'm assuming a Christian person, right?
No, I'm an ally of Christianity, but I'm not a Christian, no.
Okay, so I would presume that you hold yourself ethically or morally superior to evil leftists, though, right?
I fucking despise the left.
Okay, and you think the mass slaughter of children is an ethically justifiable response to October 7th? Because you just said that you think that any response that Israel engages in is an ethical one.
If the Palestinians have a choice to surrender and they don't do it, and they're holding hostages and they started the fucking war, it's their fault.
The Palestinians are holding hostages as a general group?
Just like, listen, let me test your worldview.
So you think it's an ethical and moral? No, I don't think it's an ethical or moral response to do mass slaughter of children for a hostage crisis.
I don't feel good about it. Not feel good about it, but it is their fault because they.
It's not a matter of whether or not you feel good about it. It's whether or not you justify it, and you are openly justifying that. I need you to understand that what your position gives leeway for is the mass. Do you think all humans have innate equal value, assuming that they're innocent people?
Yes.
Okay, and do you believe that children are in large part going to be innocent, especially like ages 8 and under?
It depends on the context, and I will explain this to you. Okay.
Okay. How about infants? How about infants? You realize more infants have died in Gaza than all people combined in October 7th, including that of like IDF soldiers.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure, but you're not. But I would like you to engage specifically. I need you to understand what your worldview entails. Like your world.
This will get to the root of the issue if you would just allow me to ask you this question, okay?
Sure.
Was the way, I believe the answer to this question is yes. But I do with Imperial Japan here.
Talking about Gaza, which doesn't even have and H group, which doesn't even have like a coherent military. They're drastically different circumstances, but no, I still would also say that it was not justifiable. There's a fair amount of evidence that Japan especially would have been willing to surrender after the first bomb, let alone the second. But I don't believe in targeting civilians.
9 days, didn't it? There was actually a discussion to drop a third clear weapon on Tokyo. They would not surrender. They started the war. It is their fucking fault, just like the Palestinian Society.
Okay, so you believe in the mass slaughter. Let me remind you, you believe in the mass slaughter of infants and children, and you think that is an ethical and justifiable response.
Yes,
from Israel. Yes.
If
okay.
they have a choice to surrender and they
I don't know.
do it,
yeah, I really don't know how to engage with somebody who justifies and says that it is justifiable to do mass slaughter against infants. An infant amount of slaughter. Like you believe that every single infant can and should die so long as H group doesn't surrender.
Okay. If a society starts a WAR and they refuse to surrender, who is in the moral failure? Is it
what does it mean for a society to start a WAR?
Huh?
What does it mean for a society to start a war?
I'm just telling you.
Can you tell me what you think Gaza is in relationship to Israel? Is it just a neighboring country to you?
They built a underground tunnel system.
Tell me what Gaza is in relation to Israel.
It is their fucking fault.
Tell me what it is in relationship to Israel. I need to know how much of an understanding you even have of the history of Gaza or Israel.
I will go through. Let's go through the history, okay?
Okay.
We can.
So what is Gaza and its relationship to Israel?
We can go back to 1948. We can talk about 1956. We can talk about 1967.
Okay, so what is Gaza? Tell me what Gaza is in relationship to Israel. Is it just a neighboring country, or do you acknowledge that Gaza has been illegally under Israeli occupation since 1967?
Gaza was acquired by Israel in the 1967 war.
Okay, so if it was just acquired territory, why didn't Israel proceed to give those living in its quote unquote acquired territory equal rights?
Because the Second Intifada,
Second Intifada was in the early 2000s. The Second Intifada was in the early 2000s. Okay, yes, Israel acquired the Gaza Strip in 1967. Tell me why. Wait. Tell me why Israel, if it intended on just holding and keeping the territory, why didn't they grant citizenship to all of those living within its borders?
Hello. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Let's see if we can get any push. Let's see if we can get some debates. How about that? How about we see if we can get any debates? I think we can. I think it's possible. I think it's possible. I think we can get debates. What up, chat? What up, chat? As a matter of fact, I think let's crank it up.
You stepped in the box. Now
Guys, send
you're
your
in the
David
ring.
Hartman, tap the screen, do all
Ain't
the
no
wonderful
hugs
things.
here. You better take your best swing.
Let's go.
Mike Hot, who wanna step in the flame? This ain't a debate.
This is a mind game.
Facts type lies get left in chain. One wrong word get slapped out your name.
This ain't TikTok.
This a war zone talk. No script, no filter, no safe walk. Bring stats and get scrambled like a glitch. I got fire in my mouth like I came from the pit.
Hey.
Step in if you dare. Truth hit hard like a punch in the air. Ain't no rules, no plan, no script. One wrong move, get cooked real quick.
No cap, no shield.
Better know your stuff or you get revealed.
Step in, don't you wanna sparring with Santana?
I don't care what you claim or your background. Facts only, if not, get clapped down. Whether you're left or right or you don't even vote. If your logic is weak, I'll sink your boat. You talk slick, but you ain't got source. Just vibes, that ain't power, that's force. I'm the test, the trap, the trip, the call. You slip once, I'm snatching it all.
Hey. Welcome in, guys. Keep tapping the screen. Let's go ahead and knock out the daily goal. Knock out the daily goal. It's the little love you very much.
No cap, no shield. Better know your stuff or you get revealed.
Hey.
Step in, don't you
wanna sparring with Santana?
Step in, yeah. You hit hard like a punch
in the air.
Ain't no rules, no plan, no script.
One wrong move, get cooked real quick. No cap, no shield.
Better know your stuff
or you get revealed.
Step in, don't you wanna
sparring with Santana? Hey.
This ain't a safe place.
It's not.
This is flame space.
It is absolutely a flame space. There we go. There we go. There we go. Hey. Hey. Guys, welcome in. We are here for some debates. Guys, if you don't mind, do all the wonderful things. Tap the screen. Share the live out. Yes. Thank you. I love the theme music as well. Guys, this is Sparring with Santana. We are looking for some debates. I know for a fact that MAGA, you guys are soft. And I know that you've shown us all who you are. But maybe I'm wrong. Good evening. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I've misjudged MAGA. Maybe it's me. Maybe you guys aren't all soft crash outs. But as I have, you know what's interesting? I was just speaking with a Trump supporter not too long ago, and they said something. I have no idea what that is, but get in the box. Whatever, Chris, whoever you are, I don't really care I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna go ahead and mute you because you seem like a Trump supporter. Get in the box. Get in the box. So I was MAGA Trump supporters, request up. We're looking for some debates. The thing that actually got me is now MAGA understands context. Tongue-tied. Context. Tongue-tied. It's weird that now all of a sudden you guys understand context. But we're going to get into it. What up, E?
Hey, bro. Guess who came over there?
Who?
Cook Talk. I was like, I want to go home. I don't want to do this no more.
That's funny.
All right, so let me do this here. All right, let me be quiet.
All right, guys, get in the box. If you're a Trump supporter, get in the box. If you're someone that supports Donald Jimothy Trump, I know this guy is. I think I've even heard from this guy, but let's see what happens there. All right. King E, you are not a racist crash out, are you? I'm trying to remember. I've seen the profile picture. I kind of know you're not going to slur, right?
I have never slurred.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. You pinky promise?
I'm not going to pinky promise, but
you're not going to pinky promise not to slur?
How am I going to pinky promise you through the screen?
But like that's you know how wild that is for you to actually sit there and say you're not going to pinky promise that you're not going to slur?
How am I going to pinky promise you through the screen?
I do it with people all the time, but can you just say that you're not going to?
How do you pinky promise through the screen?
Bro, just don't slur on my live. Like, have some decorum.
All right.
Okay. We good.
Yeah, I'm just eating some ice cream. I'm a Trump supporter. Thank God.
I know. What kind of ice cream you eating?
Vanilla with some chocolate syrup.
I don't like syrup on my ice cream. I don't know. It's a weird thing.
Democrats.
Also, I'm lactose intolerant.
Democrats are usually like that.
Yeah. Anyway, hey, so I know you know who I am, right? So I'm not gonna go through an actual introduction of who I am, and I'm pretty sure I've even spoken. I'm pretty sure I've even spoken with you, so I'm not even gonna say, show you what this is. But, for everyone else that may not know exactly who I am, especially because I'm on the backup right now, or exactly what this is, I'm going to do a quick introduction. Give me just a second here. And I'm sorry, what can I call you? What's your name?
King.
Yeah, I'm not calling you that. What's your name?
You called me King 3 times already.
Yeah, I mean, because I didn't get an opportunity to, get a formal introduction.
Are you asking for my pronoun?
I'm not trying to be I'm just, all right. Your name's Tim. Tim, give me a second, Tim.
Are you asking for my pronouns?
No, give me a second, Tim.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event. Let's get ready to rumble!
Y'all ready for this? Guys, welcome in. This is Sparring with Santana. Debates with Trump supporters. Looks like Tim has already ran. That is wild. That's wild. That's wild.
So fast.
Like, what are we even doing? How have you gone? Oh,
so fast.
There he is. Tim, you know what? I have more faith in Tim. There he is. Tim, I didn't think you were a runner.
I just didn't want to wait for your stupid introduction.
But you came back, so you did wait.
You're here.
Anyway, guys, tap the screen. Let's go ahead and get the likes up to 50,000 likes. Let's also get the shares up as well. Let's get the shares up to about 50 shares. And also, guys, remember, this is the backup account. So if we could, make sure you go ahead and hit that follow button. Look up at the top. If you see the word follow, that means you're not following this account. Go ahead and follow this account. Send your daily heart. Me, it's only 1 coin. It helps support the live. And also, if you like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. Best way to support the live. Everything is accepted. Anything's appreciated. Also, if you're over on the YouTubes, what up, YouTube? What up, Twitch? If you're over on YouTube and you like to support the live, you can do so with a super chat, and I will read that out. I got a couple of thank yous that I have to get to that I did not have earlier, and Erica's going to fix that echo. Amanda, thank you for the 10, and you sent a red heart. I really appreciate you, Amanda. Adrian, thank you for the 5. Earlier you said, because black man labor ain't free either. I know that's right. Thank you so much. And Kimberly, thank you for the 10. I'm eating soft serve ice cream. Let's go. Guys, if you're a Trump supporter, get in the box. If you're someone that supports Donald, Timothy Trump, get in the box. We are only looking for some debates, and we have Erica up here.
Hi.
That's better, E. And Erica is going to be hanging out with me, guys. So as long as Erica is up here, make sure we're doing all the wonderful things. Make sure we're taking care of Erica. Make sure we're gifting Erica. Make sure that we are hitting her pay links. Mods, I think I have all my mods set up. I think I do. Actually, mods, if you're here, just to get a quick check, just to make sure the mods are set up on this account, mods, can you drop a checking in the chat so I can see you and we can make sure that you're all set?
And while Santana does that, if I could for just 2
you're
seconds.
super low.
Shout out. I'm super low now?
Yep. You got a little bit louder. Allison, good.
Oh, okay, there we go. That's better. Okay.
Yep.
Shout out to Zach for the $2 super chat. I appreciate you, Zach. Zach said, I hope you're okay, Erica. Stay strong. Thank you, love. I appreciate that. A bunch of crash-ins. So thank you so very much. And also shout out to Catherine's Leaping Lemurs. That's a heck of a name right there. Thank you so much for becoming a member on YouTube. I appreciate you, love. Keep doing all the good things, guys. Okay. Ooh, you got somebody?
I think so. David, are you a Trump supporter?
No, I'm not. But look, I just want to say this. They got this guy named One Dip, Mr. One Dip.
You have been dipped.
Quick witty.
Guys, please respect my boundaries. Please respect my boundaries. We are only looking for some debates. We're only looking for Trump supporters. And I know you see Erica up here, and Erica's usually soft-spoken and friendly, but guess what? I'm not.
He's not.
I'm not. Please respect the boundaries and only request up if you are a Trump supporter. Sierra, are you a Trump supporter?
Love you.
Love you too. Guys, please, seriously, respect the boundaries. If you guys love me, if you guys appreciate me, I love you guys too, but we're looking for debates. And if too many friendlies get up here, then you guys know how Trump supporters are. They already don't know stuff, right? They're already emotional. But if they see too many friendlies up here, they get scared and they won't come up. And if they get scared and they don't come up, then we can't get debates. And if we can't get debates, then we can't dominate them. And you know how I dominate them.
Dominates a lot. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the dude that said that my hair is fake.
Alejandro, are you a Trump supporter?
I'm actually not.
Okay, then why'd you request up?
Very confusing. Alejandro.
Did you just want attention? Yeah, he just wanted attention.
It's weird.
Yeah, they always are. I don't know, go fucking get a personality. I don't understand what's happening. Yes, he is very lonely. Jeffrey, are you a Trump supporter?
I'm not a Trump supporter, but you have to stop using language like dominate and stuff like that.
I don't have to do shit. I literally don't have to do shit. Because I just dominated you off this panel.
Bruh. Guys, keep tapping the screen, sharing the live. Keep doing all of the good things, guys. And if you voted for Donald Trump, go ahead and request up. If you're a Trump supporter or you voted for Trump, get in the box. All right, let's have a debate.
Up. So yeah, like I was saying this earlier on your live. It's super interesting to me how Trump supporters now all of a sudden understand context, right? Yes. And it's interesting in the sense that for years, we explained to them like why things actually happen. We explained to them why their eggs were so high, which surprise, they didn't really give a shit about the cost of eggs.
Care about eggs. No,
we explained to them why gas prices went up. We explained to them why inflation was high. We explained why so many times and they couldn't get it. All they said was, what about Biden? What about Biden? And all of a sudden, fuck it, this is back up. I'm saying all of a sudden somebody got some stiff neck pain, and now they get context.
They getting that. Whoa. I literally just heard that. Okay. All right. Yeah. But now they understand nuance.
Now they get it.
I guess it did take someone leaning to the left for them to understand it. So
or just leaning completely.
There you go. There you go. Yes. Yes. I'm gonna laugh. That was funny. I don't care what y'all say. Anywho, but yeah, they understand context now. Like everything that dude
Corey,
said,
yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Yeah, you
Corey
are.
said he's not going to hell with us.
We holding hands. You know, me and you, we like this, twin.
Fuck
We holding hands.
I'm buying everybody first class tickets to go with me.
Exactly.
You know what the
Leg
most
room.
interesting thing is
And they
about
come with neck pillows.
I'm skipping to you know what the most interesting thing is about no, I'll save it.
Save it? Okay.
I'll save it. Because I got some wild ones. Guys, again, if you're a Trump supporter, get in the box. If you're someone that supports Donald Timothy Trump, get in the box. I want to understand why not only is MAGA so soft, but another question I have is why is the right inciting violence? Why is it that the people on the right, specifically the politicians on the right, is inciting violence? Whether it be Donald Trump, Pam Bondi, Kash Patel, like all of the actual politicians and cabinet members of the Trump administration is actively inciting violence, talking about the quote unquote lunatic left. They're literally pushing this agenda that the left is the one that's being violent, where no. JD Vance, while Kirk was taking a dirt nap, jumped on his Turning Point show and actually said that the left is the one being violent. When looking at the amount of mass pew-pewings, you can see that there is an overwhelming amount of people on the right that are associated with these mass pew-pewings. But they want to talk about the left as if it's the left doing it. They want to ignore the things that the right has done, whether it be the hateful rhetoric they've used in the past, whether it's been things like laughing at Nancy Pelosi's husband, or Donald Trump literally making excuses for not putting that flag at half-mast after Minnesota Congress members lost their lives, but he's doing it for Charlie Kirk.
Exactly. Do you know what he said about that, Santana?
Yes.
He said out of his mouth that if Governor Walz would have called him and asked him to lower the flags, he would have. But that's what he says now. However, during that time in the aftermath of it, he was asked, is he going to call Walz? And this dude said out of his mouth that he was not going to do it because it would be a waste of time.
Yes. We understand that Donald Trump is not a leader.
Not at all. He's awful.
He's not close to being any type of leader.
My 11-year-old has more leadership skills than he does. Seriously. Like, Bubba could lead y'all to the promised land. Also, Shrup, if you're still here, get in the box. Get in the box. I sent you a request, but you just want to yap in the comments. You don't get to do that. All right. This is not your safe space. So get in the box. All right. Also, you just learned what it means to yap from outside of the club. Boom.
Absolutely. A couple of quick thank yous over on the tube. Berillion, what up, Berillion? Thank you for the $2 super chat to say W panel, WU. W's in the chat for Matthews, who sent a $5 super chat to say, I'm giving you 5 for the name of this stream. I'm gonna slip you 5 every time you appear in my shorts. Keep up the good work. Listen, I know what you were talking about, but I will be in your shorts. I definitely will be in your shorts. Also, W's in the chat for Dog Lover, who sent a $20 super chat to say, hey, Santana, this is for the community member fund. We closed that out. We sent that the other night. We only needed one night of that. This is for the community member fund. If they're still accepting crowdfunding, if not, then it's for you being awesome. Oh, fuck it, I'll take it. Thank you. W's in the chat for you. Thank you for that $20 super chat, guys. If anyone else would like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. Best way to support the live. Everything is accepted. Anything's appreciated. If you're over on the YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. And again, guys, please, please, please don't forget about Erica. She's hanging out here with me tonight. Make sure we're gifting her. Make sure we're following her. Make sure we're taking care of her. This is her backup account. This is my backup account. Hell, we're back to back at this time. So make sure that you're doing all the wonderful things and you're locked in, and hit her pay links in the bio. Clemson,
Hello.
are you a Trump supporter?
I am a Trump supporter. Yes.
Okay. Clemson, just to verify, because you sound a little young. I don't want to, how old are you?
Thank you. As a woman in her 30s, I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. Hopefully I look just as young as I sound.
Yeah,
I get it. I'm almost 60, so I get it.
No.
Yeah.
Clemson.
Yeah. Okay.
So I know I have the background about MAGA being soft, but I was talking about the hateful rhetoric that's coming from the right as well. So do you want to actually engage with the point about MAGA being soft, or did you want to talk about the rhetoric coming from the right?
I am absolutely new here. This is the third time I'll be coming up on somebody's live that, has a form of debate when it comes to political rhetoric or just United States politics in the United States. So forgive me if I'm not I'm not super well versed when it comes to the TikTok stuff, but
well, let me just run through this real quick. There's certain TikTok friendly language that you want to use while speaking on the live. If you want to talk about somebody, you have to say unalive. If you want to talk about somebody, you have to say things like pew pew. If you want to talk about, Schindler, the mustache man that was in Germany, you say things like that. It's just certain things that will get you restricted because of the terms and services. This is a children's app overall. So you just kind of be mindful. If you want to say schmurder, right, instead of the word with the M, don't say the name of any D-rugs on live either. So it's a thing. It's a thing.
Okay. All right. Yeah, no problem. I'm of the mindset of being respectful debate, and we don't got to get nasty with each other. And of course,
not at all.
That's obviously what's happened with the country. Unfortunately, especially this past week, I came across your live and did you say something about Charlie Kirk did you make light of the fact that Charlie Kirk was assassinated, or that he's something about him being laying to the left or something like that?
Oh, leaning to the left. Yeah, I made jokes about him being unalive. Yes, I did.
Okay. Wow. So, okay, personally, and again, I
got a lot of jokes about it too, though. I'm not making jokes about him, about someone taking his life, but I am making jokes about him not being here.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, he was a horrible person.
Well, that in of itself, I think is what, honestly, and again, whether you want people to talk to people that you might not have the same opinion as or not, I think that right there may be a key reason why our country is so divided, because something like that, I don't think you're going to be able, the people that are going to want to talk to you because they have a different opinion than you, once you come out with something like a joke about that, just like if somebody joked about George Floyd being killed, I would be like,
unalive.
I'm sorry, unalive. I find it so funny that we can't say certain words, but we can make fun of somebody being jokes about somebody not being here.
The word thing, that's not on me. It's the actual application. It's a children's app. I don't want to say these
on a
types
children's
of words.
app. On a children's app, you make fun of somebody not being here.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that goes on. It's weird. It's super weird. I mean, you have people who. Never mind. I don't want to get into it, but long story short, they put a lot of restrictions on us.
Yeah, I think it's crazy on this app that you also get to make jokes about Tamir Rice being unalive. I think, or
absolutely
George Floyd being unalive, or even MLK and Malcolm X being unalive. I think that's crazy. Also,
I agree with you.
So,
Erica,
Clemson,
right?
do you want to get to the point?
Well, no, because I want to address what she said. I want to specifically address what she said. So, What up, Eli?
Hey, Eli. Thank you.
The reason why I make jokes about, Charlie Kirk looking up at us as we all now judge him for his hateful past or, whatever, is because he was a piece of shit person. And I'm being honest. And not only am I being honest, but I'm being honest in the sense that before Charlie Kirk lost his life, I called him a piece of shit person. And after he lost his life, I call him a piece of shit person. And
you're gonna
so
keep that same energy, you mean?
Exactly. And even more than that, right? I'm going to be completely honest with you. So first, I do not advocate for anyone losing their life at all. I don't care who it is. I'm not advocating for violence. I am never going to be someone that actually advocates for violence. But with that being said, at the same time, when there is someone who is actively harmful, racist, attacking the queer community at every turn, looking to divide the country, as you said, when this person is no longer here to actually spread that message, I think it's a good thing. Now, I had no intentions on doing these victory laps that I've been doing, but his wife, Erica, not this Erica, Erica Kirk,
Not me.
she, a couple of days ago, she went live on all of his social media platforms and put out a propaganda video looking to rewrite history and rewrite who Charlie Kirk was, and said that he was a man of peace and said that he was spreading a message of love and all of this other stuff. And that day I chose violence. Not in the sense of calling for anyone's life or anything like that, but I chose violence and making sure that I take every opportunity to remind each and every person that Charlie Kirk was a piece of shit person, and everything that he stood for was piece of shit standing, and anyone that actually believes the same things that he believes is a white nationalist and you can go to hell. So that's why I have this type of energy. I didn't have this before his wife put out that propaganda video. And then even more than that, the right has continued to try to whitewash his history and what he said and he did. And this is something that the Trump administration is actively trying to do, whether it's them trying to remove the actual history from the Smithsonian, specifically remove history about slavery from the Smithsonian because it's too, gruesome, or it depicts the country in a negative light. They're trying to rewrite history. And me, as someone who has a voice and a platform to push back on it, I'm going to do it every chance that I get. Charlie Kirk was a piece of shit.
Okay. I disagree with that respectfully.
You disagree with him being a piece of shit?
I disagree with him being a piece of shit. I disagree.
Can you tell me why?
Absolutely. First, can I just ask one thing? Just because I'm trying to understand where you're coming from. That's obviously why I'm here, why I want to speak to people. Have the different either podcast videos or debate videos that you've seen of Charlie Kirk, you and Erica, I guess, for that matter. Were you able to see certain clips, or did you watch the whole thing? And that's just, again, I'm not trying to not a gotcha moment. It's just like
it is. And Corey, you're right. She's talking about context. Hey, fun fact. Not only have I watched clips and entire videos, but I've actually interacted with Charlie Kirk in person. So it's more than just the reason why I have this energy for Charlie Kirk is because one time me and some of my friends tried to unfuck America together. Didn't work out too well, right? It fucked us over. But at that time where we were trying to unfuck America together, I did a deep dive into who Charlie Kirk is and what he's about, because I didn't know anything about him before that. And so once I actually dug into who he was as a person and did my research and found out background about him, how he not only is a mediocre white man, someone who dropped out of community college, who lied about being able to get into the college that he wanted to get into, someone that tells people that education is not important, but at the same time targets kids that are on college campuses, someone who literally at every single term says that there's no such thing as racism, but then also says that Black people are actively racist and harming white people. Charlie Kirk was a piece of shit.
Okay. I just, again, and I know a lot of people, again, want to turn it off like, oh shit, she's just context baiting. She just wants to do this. I legit, there's so many bites, like little sound bites that'll come out from both the right propagandists and the left propagandists where you're like, oh my God, like even, for instance, I live in New Jersey. It's a blue state. So we have a governor's race coming on. There's certain clips from the other side that they'll have them saying something and it'll be totally like, what did they say that about? Or what was it in context to? I think that's important, but I understand where you guys are coming from. So I think your specific question was why I don't think he's a piece of shit. Why I don't think and I think honestly, what you guys are doing now, whether, it's something that you're, intuitively doing, intentionally doing, is making his movement, Turning Point USA, Charlie Kirk, you're martyring him in a way that, in my opinion, this would have been a tragedy, no less with anybody, you know what I mean? But the way in which people celebrating his death, when it came out celebrating his death, and then certain clips that has him talking to people of different ethnicities, whether that be Black, Asian.
Black is an ethnicity.
Ethnicity, race, all walks of life.
Race and ethnicity.
Yes, you're right. I'm sorry. Hispanic.
Hispanic isn't a race either. It's a nationality.
Is that an ethnicity? Wouldn't that be an ethnicity?
That's an ethnicity. I'm sorry. Fuck shit.
Okay. I'm sorry. I want to
say hungry. You thought you said hungry.
I want to lump that in both. I'm going to say both race and ethnicities. I mean him speaking on to both that are different than he is. Okay. I've witnessed some of that, not in person. I can't say I've ever been in person, but I've witnessed some, whether it was on, he was debating college students or certain podcasts. So I just wanted to say, anytime I saw something, it was, Christ loves you. Whether I agree with what you do in your spare time, and he actually would say that to people that would heckle somebody that didn't maybe look like a cis person. He would heckle those, or he would tell those people heckling, give that person respect. There are so many far right people like that. Nick Fuentes, terrible person, right? I don't know if you've ever seen him or heard what he said.
Yeah, Nick Fuentes is a piece of shit too.
Oh my God. Like in my opinion, it's like Charlie Kirk looked like Mother Teresa compared to somebody like Nick Fuentes.
Well, that's because Nick Fuentes is an ultra white nationalist, and he's literally trying to push the agenda even further as far as like, what they're doing and all this other stuff. Yeah, but cool. I'm getting ready to give the floor to Erica, because Erica, I'm gonna let you talk to her for a minute, but if you don't mind, if the chat doesn't mind, it's almost 1,000 of us here. First and foremost, guys, this is the backup, so make sure you hit the follow button. Make sure you actually hit the follow button, and then also make sure you're following Erica. This is her backup as well. So do all the wonderful things. Tap the screen, share the live. I know I can see it. I got it. Share the live. And also, please, make sure that we're doing all the wonderful things. Tap the screen. Indulge me just for a moment. I made a video today, and the video is less than 2 minutes long. Clemson, watch this video, okay? Just really quick.
Oh, right now? Or you mean?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, right now. 1 second. They say you shouldn't speak bad about the dead. But they also say the good die young, and I ain't eligible for that. So fuck it, we ball.
Of course we pan the blacks. They're in every TV commercial. They get more privileges to come into society. They come into every college on preferential with lower test scores. You can't ever say anything negative. You can lose your job. You will have your entire life obliterated if you say something racist. And yet we have to hear about how racist we are. How about you take responsibility for your own actions instead of blaming the white man? That's how we get Auschwitz. That's how we get the greatest horrors of the 20th century. Those people are unwanted.
So you're comparing abortion to the Holocaust?
Absolutely, I am. In fact, it's worse. It's worse. I can't stand the word empathy. Actually, I think empathy is a made-up new age term that it does a lot of damage. But
And she was 10 and she got raped. And she was going to give birth and she would, and she was going to give birth and she was going to live. Would you want her to go through that and carry her? No, but it's a real life scenario that happens to many people.
The answer is yes, the baby would be delivered. If we would have said that Joy Reid and Michelle Obama and Sheila Jackson Lee and Ketanji Brown Jackson were affirmative action picks, we would have been called the racist. But now they're coming out and they're saying it for us. They're coming out and they're saying, I'm only here because of affirmative action. Yeah, we know. You do not have the brain processing power to otherwise be taken really seriously. You had to go steal a white person's slot to go be taken somewhat seriously.
I hate when I rap or talk about guns and somebody.
I think it's worth to have a cost of, unfortunately, some gun deaths every single year so that we can have the Second Amendment to protect our other God-given rights. That is a prudent deal. It is rational.
The one major thought that I had through this entire thing, especially yesterday, Charlie Kirk was a bitch. I mean, like we all knew it, right? We knew that Charlie Kirk was a bitch, but he really showed how much of a bitch he was.
All right. I mean, that is not something new. Obviously, you as a creator, what you put together is a little bit new, but those are definitely things that I've seen over the course of the week. And anytime that I watch some of this stuff, if I could really quick before, I guess, Erica, if you have any questions or if I have questions for you, I guess, the sympathy part, that one, because I remember seeing that one and I remember being able to understand where he was coming from with that. The full part.
He said empathy. He said that he understands sympathy, but he doesn't necessarily agree with it. But he doesn't believe in empathy at all. I know the full context. I know the full clip. And it was him talking about how this derived in the 90s from the Clintons. Like, yeah, I know the whole thing. Still, you can go ahead and try to talk about it, but you can't spin it.
Okay, no, I won't spin it at all, sir. So basically, he had said that he doesn't really, like you said, doesn't have much time or doesn't like the word empathy as much because he prefers the word sympathy. And that, I think...
He didn't say that. He said he doesn't really care for either one of them, but he accepts sympathy. I literally just listened to that full context of the clip today when I made that video. He didn't say that.
The sympathy part is because, in my opinion, I can't empathize with you as a Black man in America. I can't. I can sympathize, but nobody knows what it's like.
Are you just going to disregard what I just said?
Yes, she is. Yes.
Just saying what?
Are you going to disregard what I just said?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Listen to what do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Jackie Chan. No, what do you mean? That's not what he said. The quote that I listened to and read is not the same quote that you're saying to me. The full of its entirety. Again, I don't want to spin it with you. I don't want to go back and forth. I'm just saying that
I have it here because again, I use that to make this video that I just put together.
Okay.
Like I literally use that.
Can I just read read it?
Go ahead.
The full one,
okay.
As long as it's the full one. I mean, but again, I'm sitting here, I'm listening to what you have to say. Does it make me physically sick when you know some of the things that you're saying? Absolutely. But I'm still sitting here, I'm still listening. And I'm not being rude either. I think that's a big difference.
Is anyone being rude to you?
No, I think you keep chiming in and
okay.
saying, no, she didn't do this. I mean, as of right now, I'm not speaking with you. I'm speaking with.
I'm sorry. I literally haven't said anything this entire
Wait,
time.
hold on. What did she say?
So
I'm sorry. There's
I
a million
have
things
no
happening at one
idea,
time.
But she's doing that
please
white
engage
woman
with Erica.
shit. Yeah, she's doing that white woman
Erica.
thing.
I'm not white.
Right, you're already
That's fine.
taking
That's
defense
fine. Go ahead
for no
and
reason whatsoever.
I'm not white though.
I don't
go ahead and engage. Go
I
ahead
don't
and
fuck
engage
what
with
you are.
Erica.
But I'm gonna read this quote.
Well, let's bring it back. Everybody, let's bring it back. Go ahead and engage with Erica.
You're being rude, is what you're doing, Clemson. You're being rude because I haven't even said anything. All I said was, "Can I read the full quote?" That was it.
Before that, I don't
literally,
know
I'm talking.
I don't know if these
be
lives
quiet.
are recorded,
You know
but
what?
you did say.
What happens here is that you're going to be quiet while I'm talking because if you keep on, I am going to be rude. So stop it. I am going to read the full quote that Charlie Kirk said. All right. Chat is pretty lengthy. All right. He said this back in 2022. He said, so the new communication strategy for Democrats, now that their polling advantage is collapsing in every single state, collapsing in Ohio, is collapsing even in Arizona, it is now a race where Blake Masters is in striking distance. Kari Lake is doing very, very well. The new communication strategy is not to do what Bill Clinton used to do, where he would say, I feel your pain. Instead, it is to say, you're actually not in pain. So let's just very short clip, Bill Clinton in the 1990s. It was all about empathy and sympathy. I can't stand the word empathy, actually. I think empathy is a made up new age term that it does a lot of damage, but it is very effective when it comes to politics. Sympathy, I prefer more than empathy. That's a separate topic for a different time. Charlie Kirk literally said out of his mouth, I can't stand the word empathy. Actually, I think empathy is a made up new age term. He said that. What additional context do we need? What additional context is it that is needed? Do we need to read the tweet that he sent out on the same day? Like, what do we need to do? What additional context?
Clemson, I just sent you
Did I mute
request
myself?
to unmute. No, you got muted because you wouldn't stop speaking.
Okay, I didn't know. Again, I'm new on TikTok. Well, I mean, the part about sympathy is what was missing originally, and in my opinion, like I had said before, with empathy, I think it's something that's used by a lot of people to say, oh, I can empathize. I empathize with you. I empathize. And actually, if you look at the works and the speakings of Malcolm X, who talked about white liberals, the difference between white liberals and white conservatives.
Oh my God, please don't quote Malcolm X.
I'm not going to quote him. I'm just saying if you did.
If you want to talk about context, make sure you underline that Malcolm X wasn't talking about just quote unquote white liberals. He talked about all white people, all white politicians. And the premise behind what he was saying is that black people should not be loyal to one party or another, but black people should actually do what's in the best sense of them when it comes to political leaning. So again, like, people love to bring up that Malcolm X quote like he was just talking about white liberals.
They love to take it out of context, don't they? They love to take it out of context.
He did say white liberals and white conservatives, though. We can agree on that. On that quote, he did mention white liberals, the difference between white liberals and white conservatives. All I'm saying with that, again, the difference between empathy and sympathy, and it does get into semantics, which again, I know a lot of people are like, frig that. Semantics, you can't really, who cares about it? But what my understanding is, I don't know what it is like to be in your shoes. I cannot empathize with you. And again, whether you want to say, semantics, I can sympathize with you, but I'll never know what it's like to be in your shoes here in America, or I'll never know what it's like to live in Israel.
What race are you? What's your race?
Why does that have anything to do with it?
You're the one that you mentioned that you weren't white.
Yeah,
obviously
because
you wanted people
you
to
said
know.
To me it's a white girl problem.
What's your race?
You said to me it's a white girl problem.
What's your race? Why don't you want to answer that question?
I have mixed. I'm of mixed ethnicity.
You're not a puppy. You're and we're not talking about ethnicity. What is your race? Are you a white woman, a black woman, Asian? Are you indigenous? Like what are you?
Pacific Islander? Like what does your driver's license say?
That matters.
What do you check? No, we would like context.
Yes, I want context for this conversation.
We would like context in this conversation to know who we're talking to.
This is so funny.
We've always liked context.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
But that's the funny thing. That's the funny thing. You and the right are trying to weaponize context as if this is some type of new thing when we've been saying this over and over and over, and you guys have for some reason been unwilling to hear us until now. You feel like it serves some type of purpose, but still, even in this situation where we're sitting here saying like, hey, in order to properly have this conversation with you, we need context. We need to understand who you are. We need to understand, are you someone that can actually
I'm a person of color.
Okay, then what race? What race? What do you phenotypically present as?
I'm just gonna say that's super
What do you
sad.
phenotypically present as?
I phenotypically.
Fuck it. I can look at your picture and I'll tell you.
That's not me in the picture. That's not me.
Then
in the
what
picture.
are you then? If you,
It's okay to be white.
Exactly. Why are you fighting this?
I'm indigenous. I'm indigenous.
You got camera access. Turn on your camera.
I am not. Absolutely not.
Turn on your camera.
I'm gonna tell you right now. This is what's wrong.
You have 10,000 followers. Or I'm sorry, you're following 10,000 people. You have over 2,000 followers, almost 3,000 followers. You're not shy about being on TikTok. You're not new to TikTok either, because again, you are following 10,000 accounts. So you're not new to TikTok. You're lying. You're being disingenuous. Turn on your camera.
Look how many TikToks I have posted.
I don't give a shit about that. Turn on your camera.
Oh my God, this is serious.
Because you're lying. You're not going to come up here gaslighting us.
Know why Democrats will never get into
No, I didn't ask for that.
Never.
Let
me speak to the manager.
Hold on, give me one second. Hey, guess what, Clemson? Guess what, Clemson? No one asked why you think Democrats can't do X, Y, or Z. What we said was turn on your camera.
But what I'm saying is,
turn on your camera.
I don't feel comfortable turning on my camera.
Because you know why?
You know why
you don't feel comfortable? You know why you don't feel comfortable? Because you know that you're up here spewing BS. That's what it is. You're lying.
It is absolutely not. It's because people get shot in the throat.
Yeah, see, now you're trying to do that on purpose. No, you're not Charlie Kirk.
No, it's not on purpose.
You're not,
That's the reality.
You're not Charlie Kirk. You're not special.
Truth?
You're not Charlie Kirk and you're not special.
No, I'm not. I'm not. You're right. He is special. Thank you for admitting
he's not. He's not and you weren't.
That was those were your words.
He wasn't and you're definitely not.
That's what your words were. My boy,
so
that's what your words were.
And
you know what?
First of all, I don't know who you're calling your boy because that's not your boy. So I'm gonna need you to calm down.
That's all good.
Very much. Thank you.
Listen.
She crashed out.
We're gonna hit a quick reset. We're gonna hit a quick reset, guys. Hop on my page. Come right back. We're gonna hit a quick reset.
Bro, I dropped my. You stepped in the box, now you're in the ring. Ain't no hugs here, you better take your best swing. Mike Hot, who wanna step in the flame? This ain't a debate, this a mind game. Facts type lies, get left in chain. One wrong word, get slapped out your name. This ain't TikTok T, this a war zone talk. No script, no filter, no safe walk. Bring stats and get scrambled like a glitch. I got fire in my mouth like I came from the pit. Yeah, step in if you dare. Truth hit hard like a punch in the air. Ain't no rules, no plan, no script. One wrong move, cook real quick. No cap, no shield. Better know your stuff or you get revealed. Step in, don't you wanna? Sparring with Santana. I don't care what you claim or your background. Facts only if not, get clapped down. Whether you're left or right or you don't even vote. If your logic is weak, I'll sink your boat. You talk slick, but you ain't got source. Just vibes, that ain't power, that's force. I'm the test, the trap, the trip, the call. You slip once, I'm snatching it all. Yeah. Step in if you dare. You dare. Hit hard like a punch in the air. Punch in the air. Ain't no rules, no plan, no script. Yeah. One wrong move, get cooked real quick. No cap, no shield. No. Better know your stuff or you get revealed. Step in, don't you wanna? Sparring with Santana. Step in, you dare. Hit hard like a punch in the air. Ain't no rules, no plan, no script. One wrong move, get cooked real quick. No cap, no shield. Better know your stuff or you get revealed. Step in, don't you wanna? Sparring with Santana. Yeah, this ain't your safe place. This a flame space. Step in, don't you wanna? Sparring with Santana.
Hey, boom, 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 boom. Welcome, guys. Welcome back in. Welcome back in. This is Sparring with Santana. We are debating Trump supporters. Trump supporters, get in the box. We are looking for debates with Trump supporters. Get in the box. If you're someone that supports Donald Timothy Trump, get in the box. Get in the box, guys. If you have not sent your daily heart, go ahead and send it. It's only one coin. It's one coin. It'll help boost the live and push us out to the FYP. Also, guys, if you would like to support the live, if you're friendly and you like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. Best way to support the live. Everything is accepted. Anything's appreciated. If you're over on the YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. And again, take care of Erica because she's going to be hanging out here with me. And with that being said, W's in the chat for Lindsay. Lindsay sent a $10 donation saying, take care of yourself, friend. I will. I'm going to take a nap after this. I'm sleepy. W's in the chat for Allison. Allison sent a $3 donation saying, from this white girl to her, please check her tone policing, respectfully or not. Allison, we knew that was a white woman. She tried to lie and say it wasn't. We knew she was a white woman. We knew. W's in the chat. W's in the chat for Allison, guys. Again, if you would like to actually support the live, you can do so. Also, mods, for whatever mods we have, can we get Erica's pay links running in the link tree in the bio? You have no decorum. Like, I've already muted you in the chat. Like, stop talking. I'm literally in the middle. You know what? I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna do this. Like, you know what's funny?
Scared. You don't want to
you know what's
debate. You're
funny?
scared. That's why you're gonna draw me, boy.
Yeah, you know what's funny? You're blocked. You're blocked, weirdo. Now you can't even hear me. You can't even yap from outside the club now. Like, I muted him in the chat the first time, and you can't debate someone if you can't stop talking while the other person is talking. You all are fucking weird. You're all fucking weird.
Let's come up and have a debate. Let's
Like,
just
what
do
are we
that.
even doing?
And also, thank you so much, Lindsay, for the $10 on PayPal. Lindsay said, almost 60 gets me every time. Take care of yourself, Angel. Thank you so much, love. I appreciate you, Lindsay. Thank you. So, yeah, guys, keep doing all the good things. And if you voted for Trump, get in the box.
Absolutely, absolutely. Again, we are only looking for some debates. Only looking for some debates. And even more than that, we're looking for people who have some sense of understanding, some sense of decorum. Because what we're looking for is someone to come up and explain to us, why is MAGA so soft? Right? That's the original conversation. And hell, I need to upgrade the background because while I am super interested in finding out why MAGA is so soft, I'm even more interested in finding out why is it that the right is pushing hate, division, and violence, while at the same time saying it's the left. And then they get mad when I got jokes. You know what's funny, E?
What's that?
You know, I'm not really a gatekeeper. You know, I don't gatekeep.
Mm-hmm.
I don't gatekeep. Chat, specifically anyone else that's not black in the chat, I think it's important to know this. Oh, TikTok is frozen. See it. I see you. I see you, TikToks. Hold on. There we go. Should be fixed now. Should be fixed. Should be fixed. I got you, TikToks. I got you, TikToks. The reason why black people are so funny, a couple of things, right? There's a couple of reasons why black people are so funny. One, because we have cousins.
Yes.
We have cousins. white people, I don't know what's happening, but you guys don't really have cousins. That's weird. We got cousins. And if you got cousins, then you know, like growing up with your cousins, it's about a bitch.
It has to be tough.
Yeah, you do. You absolutely do. Because they don't let anything slide. That's why we're so quick with it. Because your cousins, they not letting anything slide.
Nothing.
Whether it be something you said, something you did, something that you wore. Hell, don't let you be young in the summer out and playing and you come in and you kind of sweaty. Who got onions in here? Oh, they will give it to you. All right. So there's that. But another reason black people are so funny is because we've learned to not only learn to, but we've had to laugh at our own pain.
Mm-hmm. To laugh, to keep
We
from
know
crying.
that's what I was just about to say. We know for a fact that we have to laugh at our own pain in order for us not to cry from it. And with that being said, there's nothing that you can say or do that will ever get to us. Because when I say we have thick skin, it's not just the medical racism that I'm talking about. I mean, we really have thick skin. We're not soft crash outs like you, MAGA. The reason why words hurt and you guys get so mad and when I make jokes about Charlie Kirk is because, one, you have no substance, you're a hypocrite, and you think it's funny to make fun of people like Paul Pelosi, but not when people make fun of Donald Trump or Charlie Kirk or anyone else that you deem to be quote unquote important. Now, if I really got on my ha ha he he joke games, the ones that I send to friends and like the private messages that I actually, that'd be something.
No.
But I do have a level of respect and decorum. But MAGA doesn't. You guys can't even come up on a panel and have a reasonable conversation without crashing out. You don't even have the ability to come onto a panel and have a conversation. And that was my soapbox. That was my soapbox.
You about to hop off?
I'm off.
All right.
I'm off my soapbox.
I want to get on mine.
Real quick, Trump supporters, get in the box.
Fair.
Get in the box. If you are a Trump supporter, get in the box. Listen, yes, we're up here and we're laying into you as a group, but fight back. Come and defend yourself. E, floor is yours.
Bet. So, water bottle. So my whole thing, and I've said this before, is that people need to understand empathy versus sympathy. All right. It's not a matter of semantics here. All right. Because we're not arguing the definition of empathy and sympathy. We're not, because they have two very distinct definitions. All right. Sympathy is literally feeling pity, feeling sorry for someone, or even feeling compassion for someone. All right. That is what sympathy is. All right. Empathy is understanding someone's experience as if it was your own. And you don't have to actually have gone through it in order to understand it. But there is a level of relating that is involved in empathy. All right. It's where you create those deep connections. Okay. So with that being said, I do not till this very moment understand why people who supported that person want us, a group that he spoke so vehemently against and was extremely racist towards, to feel empathy for him. I'm going to say it again. I am not going to feel empathy for him. All right. And I have to ask the question. All right. Because you all like to mention about his wife and his kids being there. They, in fact, weren't there. But you know whose wife and kids were there? Medgar Evers. You know whose pregnant girlfriend was by his side when he was murdered by the Chicago police? Fred Hampton. You know whose followers watched him be gunned down on a balcony? Martin Luther King. You know who was speaking to an auditorium full of people with his wife and his children there? Malcolm X. Stop demanding that we feel empathy for him. Stop it. And also, if you are going to come into any space where there are Black people discussing this, whether it be a debate or a conversation because they are different, then you better be prepared to tell us what racism is and its function within society. Because if you cannot recognize what racism actually is and how it functions, then you, of course, did not recognize the racism that Charlie Kirk, I'm sorry for saying his name, that CK spewed every single time he opened his mouth.
Yeah.
You do not, you did not have the capability to recognize it.
Yeah. Really quick, and I'm sorry, I just have to say this really quick, and I want to let you finish. For all the people, you know what's interesting? There's tons of Trump supporters in the comments right now saying, oh, it's the same old liberal echo chamber. Oh, you're yapping. Oh, you're lying. Get in the fucking box. I keep muting you because we keep telling you that you get the floor, but for some reason, you would rather actually be here watching. And you know what? I'm going to start blocking you. I'm going to start blocking you because you're not even going to get a chance to watch. Like you guys are commenting and saying this is an echo chamber, but we're literally saying you get the floor, but you're scared to come up. You're scared to come up, but you're Billy Badass in the chat. Sorry, I apologize. I had to say that.
You're good. I understand how these things work. No, I'm just saying. I really I'm high key finished. I'm just if you can't recognize what something is, how can you say what it isn't? You know, think about that.
Yeah. Well, you have more faith in them than I do. When they come up, I have no belief that they're going to be able to tell us what race is, what racism is, what quote unquote DEI is. Hell, they don't know things. So when they come up, I automatically expect them not to be able to have these types of conversation because the only thing they do is lean on the fifis and their tum-tum. Exactly. Like that's all they have. That's all they have. Like they don't know things. They don't know how government works. They don't know how society is supposed to work, right? They think it's all about them.
They do. You know what's another thing? Mm-hmm. Another thing that I find when it comes to these people is that I don't think that we're actually getting CK supporters. I think
Charlie Kirk supporters, no. You know what's funny? Like I've never really known that there were Charlie Kirk supporters. So like I don't think that's a thing.
Yeah. So I honestly think that they are what's his name? Fuentes supporters. They're the Groypers.
Yeah, like I've talked to plenty of Groypers. I've never talked to some before this happened. I had never talked to someone who was just like, yeah, I love me some Charlie Kirk.
Yeah.
Love that guy.
I had never met a person that was like, yeah, that's my man. That's my guy right there.
Like before this happened, though, you couldn't keep the weirdo Groypers from trying to hop up.
Bluetooth disconnected.
It's so strange. But they're doing that thing that they would do. Remember, Fuentes would send them to Kirk debates. to pretend to be conservatives and ask him those really like outrageous questions and try to have debates with him in order to catch him in gotcha moments. That's literally what they're doing here on our platforms, is coming up and trying to say the most outrageous things to elicit a reaction and engage in a bad faith debate. That's what they're doing.
Well, I mean, there's a difference between us and him, so there's that.
That's true.
Really quick, you have an echo again. Yeah, I heard the Bluetooth disconnected and then Bluetooth reconnected. W's in the chat for Maria. Maria sent a $10 donation for Erica. So W's in the chat for Maria. And also over on the tube, it looks like we have a few here. Let me go, dude. W's in the chat for Andy. Andy sent a $5 euro saying, how can anyone support CK when he spews hate and misogyny, homophobia, fascism? The list goes on. If you support him, your moral compass is fucked up. It is. You still have the echo. Debbie's in the chat for Michael. Michael sent a $20 super chat to say, I'm so tired of hearing things like he had a wife and kids. Some of the most evil people in human history had wives and kids, were well educated and did not directly harm people, but that does not excuse what they did. I could not agree more. And again, while I felt sympathy for his wife and daughter, I only now feel sympathy for the daughter, because the wife is a part of this propaganda. I'm sorry. Yeah, I only feel sympathy for the daughter. The wife is now part of this propaganda hype machine, and like it is what it is. Debbie's in the chat though, guys. If anyone else would like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links and link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks For You. Santana Speaks For You is the best way to support the live. Everything's accepted. Anything's appreciated. If you're over on the YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. And again, make sure we're taking care of Erica. All her pay links are in the link tree in her bio, but we also have them running in the poll. So make sure we're taking care of Erica and Gifter. Superman, are you a Trump supporter?
Yes, I am. Anyone off really quick?
Sure, go right ahead.
Hey, Superman, sorry to interrupt. My apologies. Shout out to OMG Becky for the $20. Becky said, thank you for the emotional labor you go through to educate people through the pain of all this carries. And thanks for helping this loudmouth white girl to sit down and listen. Thank you so much for your support, Becky. I appreciate you, love. Let's see some hearts in the chat for Becky. All right, and also can I say I'm streaming on? Never mind. I'll talk to you later. Okay, Superman, you and Santana do the thing.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I apologize. What can I call you? Like, what's an actual name?
You can call me Seth.
Seth. How are you, Seth?
I'm good.
Good. Seth, so I do have a background up here that we've been engaging in, and it's a bit of a, think tank to try to get an understanding of MAGA, Trump supporters, things like that. But we were talking about the actual rhetoric that's coming from the right and just the division that's occurring from, top down. Which point would you like to engage in? Do you want to talk about the background, or do you want to talk about the actual hateful rhetoric that we were just talking about?
Well, I just came in. I didn't hear what y'all were talking about before.
Okay, cool. So which point do you want to talk about?
I'll talk about anything.
Okay. Hey, why is MAGA so soft?
What do you mean?
Yeah. So a couple of different things, right? I say that MAGA soft serve because for some reason they're protecting PDF files. Like literally, they're protecting them. They're soft on fighting crime. You guys don't really believe in fighting crime. Putting America first, that's not a thing. Also, MAGA is okay with apparently watching the Constitution burn, which is weird. But then also, like, this is the big thing. This is the one that's really been getting me. And this doesn't seem like you, Seth. I mean, seriously, you and I have only talked for a few moments, and you've already done better than any other Trump supporter that I've spoken with today. They tend to be very emotional. And when I say emotional, I mean like they crash out. They can't have a conversation. They slur. It's the wildest thing. And I'm just trying to understand, like, why.
I wish I had an answer for that because I don't even know myself.
So what about the rest of the thing?
I've seen it on lives.
Yeah, and like I don't get it. I don't get it, and especially for me, right? I would think that if I'm trying to convince people to take certain positions that I hold, I would take a different approach. And that, you know, I don't know, maybe it's just me. Anyway, what about the other things, Steph? Like, what do you think about the other issues that I have with the right?
I don't think they're soft on crime. I think things have gotten out of control probably over the last decade. Things have happened more extreme over the years, and people are getting more brazen with it.
Okay. I mean,
and I also feel like certain states aren't as tough as other states would be.
Yeah, I agree with that. I definitely agree. I mean, I think that there are definitely certain states within the U.S. where you see that there are like crackdowns. Let's say like Illinois, hell, specifically Chicago, right? Illinois has such a high, has such legislation put in place to actually reduce pew violence and regulate the abilities to get pews. But then you have neighboring states like Indiana or even Wisconsin who don't have those same types of standards and regulations, and people tend to actually traffic those weapons across the border into Illinois, specifically into the inner cities like Chicago, and it raises the actual, you know, pew violence in that city. So I completely agree with you. Other states need to actually regulate more to help out those cities and states that are trying, like Chicago, Illinois.
Yeah, you definitely have a point with that. I mean, there definitely is a market for pews. And if someone wants to get one, they're going to get it one way or another, whether it's the legal way or it's an illegal way. I feel like they could do more, but at the end of the day, I don't feel like the pews are to blame. It's the individuals that get their hands on them. And then when something troubling happens in their life, it could be a wide number of things, they act on it. And for someone like me, it's hard for me to comprehend what brings a person to that level.
Yeah. Well, you know what's funny? And so I heard another creator talking about this. It was either today or yesterday, or maybe it's tomorrow. I don't know. My days are kind of mixed up right now. But there's a study that has been completed, and there is a correlation between the decline in the incline of mass pewings and the decline of serial unalivers. They have, you know, started to actually hit a pivot point at the same time. So you see more of those people who are now doing, you're seeing more mass unaliving and less serial unalivers. And there's a prevalent school of thought in a study that's being completed and connected that there's a correlation where those people that would be serial unalivers are now just shifting to being mass unalivers. So I think there's something there. I'm not going to say that's a thing, but that's something that I thought about. But I kind of want to get back to one thing a little bit more specific, because when I say soft on crime, I guess the big thing that I really wanted to talk about was Donald Trump being a criminal. Donald Trump being a criminal and him bringing criminals into his administration and like literally like Donald Trump is actively committing war crimes. Like he keeps unaliving Venezuelan people from Venezuela that's on boats, right? He's not supposed to do that. Like they're literally criminals. And so that's a thing for me too.
You don't think that comes from a different department other than him?
He's the president.
I mean, I get that part, but other agencies do other things other than what the president does. And they make decisions based on those things.
It's top down. And then when you talk about, you know, the Trump administration and the consolidation of power, like it's top down. Donald Trump has done everything possible to consolidate as much power under the executive branch. It's top down.
I would probably disagree with you on that.
Erica, do you disagree with that?
No, I don't disagree with that. Do you think that that these agencies are acting autonomously, or because A lot of the things that are happening are definitely coming from the top down, and the top being the executive branch where Donald Trump sits. Like, why do you think that?
I think it's other agencies. I don't think it's just Trump specifically.
Can you tell us what other agencies are superseding Trump?
I mean, you have FBI, CIA, DEA. You've got multiple agencies.
But superseding him is the question. So going above his
I
head.
wouldn't call that superseding. But I don't think it's under his direction. No.
Wait, so Kash Patel, Pam Bondi, all of the people that's within his cabinet, they're doing things without his permission or doing things that he doesn't want them to do? I'm a little confused.
They're doing things within their purview, whether it's Kash Patel or if it's Pam Bondi. They're doing things within their specific department, not the executive.
That's a good call. Hey, E, question for you.
Sure.
Hey, you remember when Pam Bondi said that the Epstein list was on her desk? You remember when she said that?
Yeah. But I'm not convinced.
Wait, hold on, Seth. I'm talking to E. 1 second, Seth. 1 second. E, you remember that?
I remember that.
Hey, E, and then you remember when Trump was like, there is no list. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember that too.
Hey, what did Pam Bondi say after that?
Pam Bondi said that there was no list.
Got it. Oh, hey, E.
Yeah.
You remember like before Kash Patel was the FBI director, he wanted the Epstein list out. Like he was like, we got to do it. You remember that?
Yeah.
Hey, and then after Trump said there is no list, what was Kash Patel saying?
Kash Patel also said that there was no list.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Seth. You're right, E. I'm sorry, Seth. You were saying something?
Like, I'm not completely convinced that there actually is a list, because from what I've heard from Pam Bondi herself, that it was basically all child pee is all it was. So I'm not convinced of that. And it's the government we're talking about here. There are certain things that they keep secretive that no one will ever know about. As much as we want to know what that is, we're never going to know until they decide to release it, if there is something.
Yeah. I mean, I agree, right? And yes, while I do see, this is the interesting thing, right? While I think that there should be government secrets, while I, you know, what's funny, Seth, how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
48.
48. You remember Men in Black?
Yep, sure do.
I love that movie. I did, but you know, I used to watch that movie and think to myself, like, I would not want to be a part of the Men in Black. Like, I would not want to know all of that type of information. I would not want to have access to all of that information. Like, I am convinced that's why the presidency ages people so much, because you have access to so much information that the world should never know. And while I do admit that I'm positive that there's government secrets that are being held, that I'm okay with being held, saying who touched little kids should not be one of those secrets. I don't care who's on the list, whether it's Donald Trump, Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton, Clint Eastwood, Wes Willie, or I don't care who it is. Like, if they're on the list, then put the names out and put them in jail.
I mean,
like, that's not a government secret.
I understand that point of view, and I would be right there with you. I mean, I'm sure most Americans would want to know that, but I look at it this way. It's not something that impacts me as an American, because I'm focused on providing for my family, that I do what I have to do to assist with that. And so I don't really concern myself with it.
People touching kids isn't your concern?
No, it's not okay.
Wait, did you say no?
It's not okay on any level.
No.
He didn't ask you that.
People touching little kids is not your concern.
Like I said, it's not okay by anyone.
Yes or no? Yes or no?
What's the question?
People touching little kids is not your concern. Yes or no?
In my life, no.
No,
You have
What?
children? You have children?
So how do you correlate
Hold on, time
that
out.
to
Hold
this?
on. Let me lay this out, and then I'm gonna give it to you, E.
Okay.
We live in a society. I keep saying that, and I don't think that point is getting home. We live in a society. If you don't care about people touching other people's kids, then you're the problem. Because just because it's not something that affects you today does not mean that it's not something that won't affect you tomorrow or in some way, shape, or form. We live in a society. You can't say that I don't care about other people touching little kids because no one's quote unquote touching my kid. You should be furious.
But we can't.
Anyone doing that. Sorry,
can't
go ahead.
You cannot save everyone. It's impossible. No matter how much passion we have for it, it's not going to change anything.
No one asked.
The issue
no
is
one
this.
asked.
You have celebrities who think they're above everyone else. And they're going to do things
We're not pivoting,
that are
but
not
we could say that
okay.
about Donald Trump.
Donald Trump. Sorry, go ahead, E.
And on top of that, you can't prove
Seth, you're Seth. This is
Donald
E.
Trump
This
is
E.
even
I keep
involved
saying
in
I keep saying go E. I keep saying go ahead, E. This is E.
Okay.
That Erica, that E. Go ahead, E.
I thought I was going to have to use the voice for a moment. Okay, so no one is asking you or demanding of you to save every single child. No one said that. Santana didn't say that at all. He simply asked of you is what? Can you repeat the question, Santana? I want to make sure I say it correct.
Mm-hmm. Is people touching little kids a problem for you? Yes or no?
You asked, was it a concern of his?
Yes.
Concern, and he
problem.
said no.
Yeah.
All right. So what Santana was asking you basically was, do you care? And your answer to that was no. Are you a parent?
Yes.
Seth?
No, I'm not.
You're not a parent? Yes, no, you're not? Okay.
No, I'm not.
All right. Okay. So that could possibly play into your apathy.
Do you have nieces?
Still very,
nephews?
very concerning. Like,
of course I do.
Yeah.
Okay, you got nieces and nephews.
Do you
But
care?
I can't live my life in fear.
No
one said anything about fear.
But see, I feel like you're trying to twist it on me because I don't answer a certain way.
No, but because the thing is, the responses that you're giving, they don't line up because no one asks you to live in fear. No one asks you to live in fear. I think that it would be a concern of yours, harm coming to children in any way, shape, or form.
No, that should never happen at all.
Yeah, it definitely, I agree with you. It should never happen. It definitely should never happen.
And anyone who is involved in that should be brought to justice. Every single one.
Exactly. I agree with you. We're on the same page there. And it's still going to be a concern of mine. That's why your answer was kind of like, it was startling, a bit jarring. So, because it should concern you. You should be able to notice the signs. You should be able to notice the signs. Also, another thing is that you said that you don't think that a list actually exists.
Right.
Why don't you think that a list exists?
Because I don't think Epstein kept a list.
Epstein was actually known to keep meticulous records.
I don't know that man. I don't know what he did in his personal life. That's just not something I concern myself with.
He touched kids in his personal life.
I mean, he'll be held accountable at Judgment Day for that.
My God.
You're a Christian?
Yes, I am.
We're
all responsible for our own actions.
Hey, question for you. Do you believe in the red letters in the Bible?
The what?
The red letters in the Bible.
Of course.
You do? How do you show your works?
Based on how I live my life.
So you think living your life, coming up on live with like 1,000 people and saying that we shouldn't care about, the Epstein list and the PDF files, and like we shouldn't continue to advocate for children and victims.
People are already
Red Letter Jesus would
doing that. There's
do you think Red Letter? Do you think Red Letter
stuff.
Jesus? Do you think Red Letter Jesus would say the same thing, or would he start flipping over tables in the tabernacle?
No, Jesus would say treat everybody with respect.
No, I think he would
Can I
start
say
flipping
something?
over shit and using the whips.
But I'm not
Sorry,
here
go
to
ahead.
chastise anyone.
Okay, so you just said something. You said that everyone is responsible for themselves, is what you said.
Exactly.
And then you said that you are, in fact, a Christian.
Yeah.
And that's why Santana asked you if you follow Red Letter Jesus, because, and you said yes. That means you follow the word of Jesus.
I mean,
right?
I'm not perfect. No one is.
No one is perfect.
no one can
is
actually live
perfect.
like
But
that.
if you're going to call yourself a Christian, then you would believe in service to others and selflessness, would you not? Because that means that you would know Philippians chapter 2, verses 3 and 4, and also 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 24. You would know those. Would you
Hey,
not?
real quick, chat. I'm sorry, E.
I'm not.
Go
This,
ahead.
this is
Let me
not
let me
Bible
chime in
study.
real quick. Sorry. Just I see people in the chat saying what a red. In the Bible, if you look at your Bible in red, when Jesus speaks, it's in red.
Red
My
letter.
So
Bible
that's
doesn't
the
have
direct.
red lettering.
Well, you know
That's the
when the
direct
word of
word
Jesus
of
appears.
Jesus. So whenever Jesus speaks in the Bible, it's different than the rest of the text that's listed in the Bible. So that's why you say red letter Jesus. Sorry, go
Because
ahead.
some
E.
Bibles are printed that way. Not all Bibles are printed that way. Especially the King James Version is not.
I'm going to read those
The King
to you
James
just so
is
that you.
it means
No,
to
it's
it
not.
means to highlight. Yes, it is. It literally
The
is.
one
It
I have
highlights the
does
word
not.
of Jesus. Okay.
I've seen
No
quite
one's
a
talking about
few.
your Trump Bible. But anyway, go ahead. E.
It's not a Trump Bible.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to read these Bible verses, Philippians chapter 2, verses 3 through 4. All right, it talks about service to other and selflessness. All right, something that Seth doesn't seem to possess, because Seth said that even as a Christian, everyone is responsible for themselves. But Jesus said, do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit. Rather, in humility, value others above yourselves, not looking to your own interests, but each of you to the interests of the others. 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 24, no one should seek their own good, but the good of others. What do those verses mean to you? When you hear those, Seth, what do you think Jesus is commanding you to do?
Help others.
To help others. All right. Maybe care about others.
Oh, I do to an extent.
What's your
to
extent?
an extent. Okay.
What's
First of
what's
all,
your level of care?
you have to
Where's
help
the
yourself
demarcation for
before
you?
you help others.
Sure,
You
but
can't
where's the
make yourself
demarcation
go
for you?
poor
Yeah,
to
that's
help another
fine.
person.
That's fine. Where's the demarcation for you?
What do you mean?
Where do you say, oh, can't help you?
If I'm in a position to help someone, I will.
Let's keep it simple.
And I have.
Let's keep it simple. I got a couple of thought processes for you. Hell, you know what? I'm just gonna immediately choose violence. What do you think when you hear from the river to the sea?
The what?
From the river to the sea.
What about it?
What do you think?
What about it?
You've never heard that before?
I've heard it.
What do you think?
I'm not sure.
You do. You know.
No, I don't.
What do you think about BB?
Who?
BB.
Who's BB?
BB Netanyahu.
What about him?
What do you think about BB Netanyahu?
I don't have any thoughts about him.
Sure. What do you think about him, Israel, what they're doing in Palestine? I'm sorry, to the Palestinian people in Gaza. What do you think?
I'm not
you are
educated
you don't have to
enough to comment on that.
You know what the situation is. What are your thoughts?
I don't. The only thing I know about with Israel
is
what
Israel
happened on
committing a
October 7th.
G-side, yes or no?
I'm not going to comment on that. No, don't.
That's
try
why
to
I said
twist
it. That's why I said I immediately choose violence and then fuck it, went straight to the full edge. Listen, if you can't actually admit that what Israel is doing, first and foremost, Bibi Netanyahu is a war criminal. Israel is a terrorist state, and it's free Palestine until it's backwards. If you can't admit those things, then you are not living by the words of Jesus. You're not a Christian, you're a hypocrite, and your faith is not real.
That's you passing judgment.
Yes, it absolutely is.
And does that give you the right to pass judgment?
Yes.
No, it does not.
It does, because what
And I
is
will tell
happening
you
is
this,
a
you will
G-side
answer for
in
that one.
Israel is actually causing a stage 5 famine.
They're not in my country.
Okay, so
that's
do
where
you care about the
that's
1
where it
in
is.
5? Do you care about the 1 in 5 children in the United States of America that
What
go to
about the
bed
people
hungry
in
every
Africa?
single night?
What about the
Do
people in
you
Africa?
care
What about the people in
about-
Congo?
What about the people in Somalia?
What about
What
yeah?
about the
What about the
people in,
people in the
South
Congo
Sudan?
and the Sudan? Yes, in Libya.
What about
them?
the people in Eritrea?
The U.S. cannot help the entire world.
Well, why would you
We're not-
bring up
Those
people in Africa
countries
then?
Why
can
did you
help
bring up the people in
themselves.
Africa? You're
Why did
the
you bring
one-
up people in Africa?
Oh, you're bringing up Israel, so I might as well bring up the rest of the world.
He did a whataboutism, thinking that we
Well,
wouldn't
that's
care
what you're
about this.
doing right now.
Wait, he brought up other G sides, thinking that we wouldn't care about those other G sides, or we
And I
wouldn't
will
know.
say this: when
Hey, Santana, have you donated?
right
Have
to
you donated
retaliate.
your hard-earned money to help the children in the Congo?
Yep.
No.
All right. So have I. So have I. So have I. I know for a fact that Santana has. I believe you also helped people in Libya too, haven't you?
And South Sudan.
And South Sudan. So there's that. All right. So I'm gonna ask you because you
And
said
shout
they're
out
not.
to Swan, the people in the Congo as well.
Yes. Shout out to
via
Swan and shout out to Athena.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Seth, you said they're not in your country.
No,
all right.
they're
So
not.
my question for you is, do you care about the 1 in 5 children? All right. So that's 20% of children in the United States of America that go to bed hungry every single night due to food scarcity, either because their parents can't afford it or they live in food swamps where they don't have access to food.
There's other
Do
resources.
you care?
There's other resources.
There's other resources. He answered your question. There's other resources.
There is.
He just answered. Hey, what about the homeless vet? You know, unhoused population. There's a high unhoused population within the U.S. and a lot of them are veterans. And you have people like Donald Trump who are actually criminalizing being unhoused. And you even have Fox News hosts saying that they need to be euthanized. What do you think about that? Do you think that are you helping the unhoused population within the U.S.?
Where are you going with this?
It's a simple question.
No, because you're trying to twist the conversation.
No, you answered the question.
This
No,
kind
I'm not
of
twisting anything.
conversation, I'm not going to fall for it.
You don't have to fall for anything. You're showing us exactly who you are.
What are you
You're
trying
someone
to prove?
that you are not a Christian. You don't live by the things that you said.
What is a
I
Christian?
literally just did. You have
What
no
is a
empathy.
Christian?
You have no
Santana?
empathy. You have no sympathy. See, the problem is that you think that organized religion is the way where you don't actually live by the words of the religion. You don't know the red letters that are supposed to be in your Bible. You
so
don't know the
you're sitting up
teachings.
here like
You
you're
don't know
perfect?
the teachings of. No, I know I'm not perfect, but I'm
You've never-
damn sure
you've
better
never
than you.
committed sin in your life?
Seth, I'm not perfect, but I'm damn sure better than you. I just
Well,
said that.
You just acting like you're better than
No, I am.
No,
and
he
I'm
literally
not even
said
a
he is
Christian.
better than you.
I'm
Well,
not
I'm
a
gonna
Christian, and I'm
chastise
better
for
than
that
you.
for that statement.
Say it again?
I'm going to chastise you for that statement.
Sure, try me. I literally just ran through your moral compass and you failed.
You don't know me, Santana.
You
don't know my
told me.
life.
You said
don't
it.
know how I treat others.
I
You
asked
know
questions,
nothing.
you answered. The
Because
only thing that
don't
I can do is
answer
go
them
off of the
in
answers
the
that
way
you gave.
want.
The only
This is
thing that I can do is go
ridiculous.
off of the answers you gave. And the answers that you gave, you're not only are you not a Christian, but Jesus would be ashamed of you.
No, it's your assumption.
Based off
No,
of your
based
answers.
off of the answers that you giving
Both
here
of
tonight,
y'all are
Seth,
giving up
you
assumptions.
literally no. I simply asked you about childhood hunger here in the United States of America. All right.
There are
Since you
people
said that you
handle
don't care, I'm so sorry, Seth. I'm not finished talking. Please stop doing that. Thank you. All right. Since you said that you don't care about the level 5 famine that's happening in Gaza, that will eventually spread to other areas in that region, by the way, just so you know. But you don't care about that because they're not in your country. I asked you about children in your country, here in the United States of America. And your answer was, there are other resources.
Hell,
I
followed that up.
You guys can't admit that.
I followed that up with questions about vets. About vets. And you don't give a shit about the vets. You don't care about unhoused people. You don't care about kids. You don't care about the people that are being G-side. The only thing it seems like you really care about is you're the one saying this. You said it.
This is why people cannot have a
said it.
civil conversation.
No, it's because you guys don't have a moral compass.
Their narrative and their own bias.
It's because you guys preach being Christians just so you can weaponize it to do.
We are divided.
Question for you. What do you think about transgender people?
I believe in traditional values. I do not support that.
What does that mean? Exactly. See, that's the thing. You use your faith as a sword instead of a shield to protect other people. You use your religion and you weaponize it against other people instead of doing good things that you're supposed to do within your religion. If you really lived by your religion, then you would want to take care, help other people and do those things. You're fake. Yep. You're fake.
Because Mark, as a person who's supposedly a Christian, all right, because I don't follow any organized religion. I actually don't even like to do Bible talk. I don't like to do Bible talk. But thus far, I've been able to quote your book more than you. So Mark, can you tell us, what does Mark chapter 10, verses 13 through 16, what does it say?
I have to look it up.
Go ahead, look it up. And then I want you to read it to us.
Yeah, while you do that, W's in the chat for Amanda. Amanda sent a $10 donation saying, Santana, I have an MS in criminology and a BS in forensics, and an AS legal / justice studies, and everything that you're saying relating to crime is I can't say DEAD on balls accurate. Love your content and your support always. Thank you so much for that $10 donation. And W's in the chat for Diamond. Diamond sent a $10 donation, 5 for me, 5 for E, and said, I have King James version and it has red letters. I know, friend. I know. I grew up in a Southern Baptist church, and then during my adult life, I spent time as a member of the Church of Christ. I've read the Bible book. I know the Bible book.
The Church of God in Christ?
No, the Church of Christ.
Oh,
it's non-denominational.
So I have just one question.
It's not. It's non-denominational.
Anyway, please be quiet.
In the eyes of God, LGBT.
Sure, give me a second. I'm not done. Literally not done. Literally not done. But W's in the chat, guys. If anyone else would like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. Best way to support the live. Everything is accepted. Anything's appreciated. Make sure you're taking care of E while she's up here. Her pay links are in her link tree as well. But also, we got them running in the poll. Show Erica some love as well. Guys, this is the backup account. This is the backup account. So if you look up at the top and you see the word follow, that means you're not following me. Hit that follow button. Hit the follow button right there. Send your daily heart me, all the wonderful stuff. We're going to be on the backup for a few more days. And also, this is Erica's backup as well. Make sure you follow that as well. E, floor is yours.
Shout out to Phil. Hi, Phil. Phil sent $2. Oh, okay. Phil sent $2 and said he is allowing those with status to perpetuate those gross actions by his stance of him saying it isn't his concern. Yes, Phil, yeah. I absolutely agree. And I do want to read what the Bible says. I really do.
Really quick.
Sure.
Chat, please don't report. We don't report here. We don't need people reporting. I promise you we can take care of the people from this side. Please. We got it. We got it, guys. We love you so much. Thank you so much. But that hurts the live. Even when we're dog walking these bigot hypocrites. Sorry, go ahead, E.
It's okay. All right. So Mark, Mark chapter 10, verses 13 through 16. All right. The main part here is where Jesus becomes indignant when they were bringing the children to him. His disciples had rebuked the children, and Jesus did not like that, because indignant means to become extremely upset. All right. He said, "Let the children come to me. Do not hinder them, for to such belongs the kingdom of God. Truly I say to you, whoever does not receive the kingdom of God like a child shall not enter it." And he took them in his arms and blessed them, laying his hands on them. That's what Jesus did when it came to children. Jesus loved children, held them in high regard.
Also, Jesus said something about like it's easier to get through the asshole of a camel than to get into like the club on Saturday night if you're rich, something like that. Something about like, you know, not valuing money. So like there's that. W's in the chat though. Trump supporters get in the box.
Jesus ain't say that. He ain't say that. I don't remember that part. He ain't say that part. Like, what are we doing? What? Yeah, if you voted for Donald Trump, get in the box. Go ahead and request up. It's 1,000 people up in here. There's no way that all 1,000 people are Kamala Harris voters. It can't be. It simply can't be. So I'm gonna need y'all to go ahead and get in the box.
Also, I'm on my backup. There's no way that all of you guys are just like here. From both of us are on our backup. Like, there's no way. There's definitely Trump supporters here. I've been muting them.
So I know Santana won't put me in the big screen because that's just how he is. But guys,
if I could shrink your box more, I would.
I bet you would. Bet you would. So it says Kamala would never. Kamala would never. Kamala would never is what it says. Shout out to Hector Talks. That's Hector with 2 R's. Hector Talks. All right. It's like pretty cool. It has stuff on the back. All right. I don't want to show you all the left feet, so
nobody can hear you. Chat,
no, I try. I'm trying really hard to show off the. But it's because you won't give me the big box.
Tell Hector to get his ball ass up here and advertise his stuff himself.
And it has dark Kamala on the side. So
where's
Kamala
Hector
with
at?
The blue eyes. Hector was working on content last I heard. Also,
somebody go get Hector and tell him I said get his ball Mr. Clean ass in here.
You're gonna leave Hector alone. All right. Also, the hat that Santana is wearing that says Kamala would never. I had that hat first. All right. I had that hat first. I just want to let you all know that.
Cap.
I have that hat. And I also have this one. I have the video on my page to prove it. Anywho, all from Hector, guys. All from Hector. So like go see Hector's page and get you something cute. Get you something cute. Support your Black creators. All right. And then with that being said, all right, Trump supporters, get in the box. Get in the box. I don't understand. I'm not going to call you any names or anything of that nature. I've
already used my 1B word for the day. So look up, there is the Black Mr. Clean. I saw him just coming here. Get your black ball ass up here, Hector.
I see y'all in the chat yapping. All right. And I'm not going to call you any names. I would even go as far to say you go ahead and request up. We can have a debate of why you think Kamala Harris wasn't the best candidate. I'll give you 3 minutes of that.
Sure. Real quick. Period. Piranha picture. Are you a Trump supporter?
Oh, yes. I voted for Trump.
What can I call you?
In what country?
What do you mean? What can I? You can call me Fish.
Fish. Okay. Hey, what time is it?
It is 12:45.
What state are you in?
I'm in Massachusetts.
What's the
Say wicked. Say wicked.
Excuse me?
Say
wicked.
Why?
Say wicked. You're from Massachusetts. Say wicked.
Say clam chowder.
Say what?
Clam chowder. What's the green monster? Who is Big Poppy?
Are you shuffling through your notes? What are we doing?
Fuck out of here.
Guys, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
I knew it too.
All you have to do is say wicked. I learned that from 30 Rock.
What the fuck did I do? Okay,
Hey,
guys.
thank you so much.
I don't know. There we go.
Oh, what'd you do?
I don't know. I just had a bunch of words on my screen.
Oh, okay.
Guys, W's in the chat. W's in the chat for Khalees, who sent a $2 donation saying, let him know our taxes are paying for the G side and that he should be very concerned on what's going on over there. Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't read that earlier. I apologize, but you're absolutely right. That's another reason why we should actually be worried about what's happening. W's in the chat for Rebecca, who sent a $10 donation saying, I appreciate your patience so much, especially when you stay quiet when you know they're wrong and you let them get caught in their own BS. I need that skill. Listen, sometimes you give them an inch, they take a mile. You give an MF a rope and they want to be a cowboy. I'm telling you, sometimes you just got to let them go. W's in the chat. Thank you so much for the 10. W's in the chat for Gene, who sent a $1 donation saying, Santana, you're effing amazing. I'm okay. Thank you for creating an inclusive community that's always been very welcoming to me. You've been here from the beginning. Like, we're locked in. You've been here. You're a part of the community. Thank you. W's in the chat for Devin, who sent a $2.33 donation to say, for S as a combat veteran and in recovery, thank you. Devin, thank you for the donation, but I'm really glad that you're here and also really glad to hear that you're in recovery. Thank you for your service and just FYI, you matter. Thank you. W's in the chat for Cindy, who sent a $2.22 donation to say, in case you haven't seen the chat, you have a ton of us eating pistachios. You need a sponsor. Yeah, I know y'all lying. Ain't no way the whole chat sitting here eating pistachios with me. Don't make me play the sound effects.
Cashews are so much better. They are.
They're not.
So much better.
They're absolutely
So much
not.
better.
W's in the chat for Anthony, who sent a $5 donation to say, I see you on YouTube, but not on the TikTok's different account. Yes, this is the backup account. This is the backup account because the main account is down. The main account is in the hyperbolic time chamber for a couple more days, but it's going to be out. And as soon as it get out, we going fucking Super Saiyan 4. If you know, you know. Anyway, also, let me go over here. Debbie's in the chat for Aliciana, who sent a $5 super chat to say, how do you fix a broke? God damn it.
Got him.
How do you fix a broken pumpkin with the pumpkin patch? Spooktober is coming. W's in the chat for a $5 donation.
With a pumpkin patch. That's funny.
W's in the W's in the chat for Pressure Duck, who sent a $5 super chat to say, so many use religion to oppress. My mom was I saw something that threw me off. Sorry. Apologize. So many of us use religion to oppress. My mom was super religious, but always voted left. And she said the left policies align with God's teaching more. Exactly. W's in the chat for Chris, who sent a $20 super chat to say, I enjoy hearing all of your debates. These hypothetical bigots or hypocritical bigots with knowledge and facts. Just hear them lie, deny facts, reality, crash out. Salute both of you. Thank you so much for that $20 super chat. E, do you have any thank yous?
Yeah, shout out to Phil for another $2. Phil did want to he had a question for that other guy in regards to Bible verses, but that guy is gone. But Phil, you know what it is. That's my A1 since day one. So thank you, Phil. Also, shout out to Amanda. I did say it. I'm so sorry, even though I did read it earlier. Amanda said, thank you for being a voice of reason and educating those of us who listen. By the way, I will never believe you are over 50 or even 40. You don't know my life, Amanda, so there's that. But thank you so very much because I am almost 60. I'm almost 60. And it was $10. Thank you so very much. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. Also, I'm streaming on YouTube also, guys. I just want to let you know that. All right. Hi, my YouTubers. Hi, guys. I have to say hi to you. Hi. Hey, Hector.
Guys, if anyone else would like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks For You. Santana Speaks For You is the best way to support the live. Everything is accepted. Anything is appreciated. If you're over on the tube and you want to send a super chat, I will read that out. And make sure that you guys hit the follow button. We're on our way to 9,000 followers over on the YouTubes. And also hit the follow button up here. Make sure you're following the backup account. Hector, come back. You keep teacupping. That's why we haven't actually properly spoke to you. What the fuck is going on?
Don't talk to him like that. What are you doing?
It's bald head aggression.
Jeez Louise.
I'm working. Bald head microaggressions is crazy.
What are you working on? More merch or content?
It's a video. Actually, I've been working at this shit for 2 hours, 3 hours now.
I understand. Well, listen, Erica was up here trying to hawk your shit, and I said, no, tell him to come up here and sell his shit to the people. So get the grifting.
He was a goddamn excuse me, y'all, while I make my grift. So if you check the link in my bio, you will see a couple great ways to support me. But one of the best ways that I always advocate for is a way that you can get yourself something nice as well. So if you go ahead and check out that link there, you can get several pieces of merch from 3 collections. Particularly, we're working on a couple more. I'm only one man, but the most recent one that we have going on is the Kamala Would Never merchandise. We're gonna have we have shirts, we have the hats, we have the tees, we have crop tops, we have a pajama set actually that I may give away to some lucky person soon. Hoodies, tank tops, and all those good things. Same for the Make 2 + 2 = 4 again merch. I'm sure you guys have seen my hat at this point, also my shirt that I literally have on my mannequin every single live. Also available in various things. And then the OG, the original, which is the 10 Commandments, which is a parody I made to mock these stupid ass Christians and what they actually believe Christianity is, but they all only follow MAGA. They do not follow Christ. I'm not going to read it out for you. If you want to know what the 10 Commandments are, you can check out the link and read it yourself. And if you can't read, let me know. Yes, Kamala would never PJs.
Chad, I got a problem.
The big screen, please.
No. Chad, I got a problem. I can't get this pistachio open.
You have to bite it.
I tried. The
don't
shit won't open. It won't fucking open.
Just beat it with something on your desk.
I just did it. It won't
You got a
open.
hammer?
No, I don't have a hammer.
Do
it
you
won't
really want that pistachio?
You got a
I
super
really
nut.
want. It's about the
The
principle.
super nut is wild. A super nut.
I'm not using my phone. If I step on it, then I'm not gonna be able to eat it.
This is a lot.
Bro, just go get you like something really heavy. Wait, you ain't got a little hammer? Just get a little hammer, little
Why
knife.
would I have a little hammer at my desk? Do I look like I just sit here and build shit? The fuck I look like Bob the Builder?
I mean, you wouldn't. Plus, he's probably getting deported right now. I don't know, but
I bet you could get that. I bet you could get
was
that nut
racism.
open if you gave me the big screen so I can show off Hector's merch. But you won't.
No. There's like a small crack, like right here, right? And like I tried to put
Santana's
a fork in
YouTube.
it and then like twist it, but I couldn't.
Santana's YouTube. Can y'all ask him to give me the big screen, please?
I don't think
Let's see
I
what
don't
they're
think
gonna
YouTube would do that.
I think they
TikTok would, but YouTube wouldn't do that to
Santana
me.
would. Let me see. Let me see.
somebody said next nut. That's crazy.
I refuse. I'm not giving up on this nut. I'm gonna get it out.
I'm glad I missed it.
YouTube is found.
Oh, I got a violation for that one. All right, you got a big screen.
Really? Are you about to go bye-bye?
Yeah, I just got a violation. We don't have any debates.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
Hello, everyone. Hi. Okay. I better just make sure I don't look back. Okay, so here's right here. Okay. He's gonna end this live. All right. I'm not gonna turn around though, guys. I can't show you the back of it, but I can't show you the back of it because I'm not turning around. All right. But with that being said, it does have quotes from Kamala Harris up on the back. And so it says Kamala would never. You also can have it in a V-neck because V-necks are my favorite. And you also can get like a crew neck if you want one also. And I think Hector also has this in hoodies, and it has dark Kamala on the side. All right. And also remember, I had this hat first, so there's that. And also it comes in different colors because I have two of them. I have two of them. Two.
I got it.
So I'm not advertising those hats anymore because that's completely different from what's available on the shop. If I was to continue to sell those, y'all wouldn't want to pay the price for them because everything went up because of the tariffs.
Fucking got it.
Let's go.
Hey.
Santana got that nut. Go and get it in there.
Today's price is not yesterday's price. You better sell your damn hats.
Exactly. People
Oh,
have been going
will.
crazy over this hat. No, like seriously, Hector. Like one, it's my
Sell your
favorite
hat,
hat,
bro.
so I wear it all the time. But like people have been going crazy about this, saying like, how can they get it? So you might want to reconsider that.
All right.
Sell your hats, bro.
I'm finna
I
go
bet
full
that
capital.
nut was bitter. Tastes bitter, didn't it?
Since Erica couldn't show the back of the shirt, I do have it up on the picture here. This is a quote from Kamala Harris: break ground, break glass, break barriers. It's a little bit of a paraphrase. Her quote was a lot longer, so I got this all to fit on a shirt. But fantastic statement. I got mine in white and she got hers in black.
I didn't get a shirt.
Hector, we're going to talk about you in white, okay?
Don't do this.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Don't do this.
Also, let's shout out Phil for the $1. Thank you, Phil, for the $1. Phil has a very important message. Phil said, I hear Santana stumble through a ton of donations. Damn. Does the crowd not know Black women's labor isn't free or that it's taxing to be Santana's co-host?
Damn. Erica, he done got you.
W's in the chat for Alaskan Furry who sent a $2 donation. Why would you do this to me? W's in the chat for Alaskan Furry who sent a $2 donation saying, why did the Scarecrow win an award? Because he was outstanding in his field.
Bruh.
W's in the chat for Gene who sent a $1 donation. What's the situation with the pistachio? Was it nutty? It was nutty. Anywho. Second here. W's in the chat for I think it's pronounced Helexenhammer, who sent a $4.99 YouTube super chat. Say, can someone drop the link in the chat for Hector's merch? I don't see it in his link that he mentioned on YouTube's. Hector,
I
go
mean
over
this
to my YouTube's and drop the link
on the YouTube. All right, so
yeah, if you do it, I'll pin it.
You muted me? Oh, Phil did it.
You've been talking the whole time.
Yeah, you're just evil. You're just evil. I didn't know until the chat said something. That's crazy. I was saying, it's fucked up. Like,
when you said the whole the stumble comment, like, fuck we doing?
Wait, did you? That's crazy. All right, shout out to Miss
that's how
Loretta.
long ago we muted you.
I'm like, you're like, I think it's Hex. I'm like, dude, it literally just says Hex and Hammer. That's the name.
It's over there.
Thank you, Miss Loretta, for the $10. Miss Loretta says she agreed with Phil. So there's that. Thank you. Thank you so much, Miss Loretta. I appreciate you, love. What do we? I can't get no respect. Feeling like
Hector,
Rodney Dangerfield
okay,
over
hold
here.
on. Okay. Hey, YouTube's there it is. There it is. I pinned it at the top of the YouTube chat. If you guys are interested in checking out Hector's merch store, then go ahead and do it. There's the link. But you can't get my hat because I'm special. W's in the chat for Loretta, who sent a $1.11 super chat. I think Magic, right? I don't know. But you said hi. Hi. How are you? Thank you so much for the $1.11 donation. Also, W's in the chat for Allison, who sent a $2 donation saying, Allison, I'm gonna unmod you.
What'd she say?
I'm gonna unmod you.
Thank you, Loretta.
I was wondering why the friends be. Go ahead. You can go ahead, Hector.
Thank you, Loretta, for the 5 on the Shmendo. Hey, hello to you too.
W's in the chat for Allison, who sent a $2 donation, saying, I was wondering why the Frisbee was getting bigger. Then it hit me.
I get it. That is funny. Oh,
I'm ending this live now. I'm ending this live.
Hey,
you know
can
what?
we do a
You
restart?
guys, no, I'm going home. You guys don't deserve nice things. Because of this, you guys don't deserve nice things. Right there. That's why.
You guys, you're supposed to send me the dad jokes, not Santana. When will you ever learn? But it's okay. It's okay. Just want to let you know. But it's okay. Is Shauna up?
W's in the chat for Phil, who sent a $2 donation. It says, "Cause though I play, I still respect." Come on now, Phil. You know we good. We good money. We locked in. Yeah, I'm shutting this whole shit down. I'm going to bed.
Not you being a salty nut.
Santana over here throwing a tantrum.
Whatever.
Over a dad joke.
W's in the chat for Gene, who sent a $1 donation. What did the cow say to the angry chicken? Why such a bad mood?
This nigga's stupid.
That is so funny. That is hilarious.
I don't
That
think
was
it's funny at all.
a bad. No, it is the fact that you literally read it like that, though. You didn't have to read it that way, and you did.
Well, I mean, he paid for the fucking dad joke, so he'll get the fucking dad joke.
But you
Like
literally
he
did. You didn't
paid
have
for the
to,
fucking
but you
dad
did.
joke. Yeah, but he paid for the. I'm not like first and foremost. I'm gonna give the people what they paid for, right? Jenny, why would you come up here and immediately turn into Why'd you come up here and immediately turn into a teacup?
Jimmy, come back.
You getting blocked. I'm just blocking you, like on GP.
Hey,
That's
Anthony,
weirdo
thank you
behavior.
for. Hey, Anthony, thank you so much for the $5. Anthony said, "What kind of music do Wind Turbines like? They're huge metal fans."
All right.
Okay, all right. Okay. That's funny. Where are your Trump supporters at?
You stepped in a box. Now you're in the ring.
Whitney sent
Ain't no
$5.
hugs here. You better take your best swing. Mike Hot, who wanna step in the flame? This ain't a debate. This is a mind game.
Guys, it's time to get out of here. I was not expecting, honestly, to be live right now. So I appreciate each and every person that came to hang out, right? You guys are fucking awesome. You guys are fucking awesome. I love you guys. Hey, one last call. This is the backup. Make sure you hit that follow button on the backup. We're going to get out of here. Go raid somebody. Or actually, go raid everybody. No.
Put Erica raid in the chat.
No, so this is what we're gonna do. Go raid everybody. Damn. And when you raid everybody, make sure you say Santana raid. I want a bunch of raids everywhere. Like everywhere. I want everybody to get out there and make sure that you're just raiding each and every person. W's in the chat for Rodney. Rodney sent a $5 super chat to say, I want a Kamala was right about everything hat. You gotta talk to Hector about that. That's Hector's grift. That's not my grift. My grift is making the jokes to make the money.
I mean, I'm sure somebody did Kamala was not right about everything. My unique thing is Kamala would never.
Yep. Anyway, guys, I'll be back tomorrow. We're gonna go ahead and get out of here. We're gonna get out of here. I love you guys so much. You guys are all so freaking awesome. Thank you for all the gifts, the taps, the likes, the shares. Thank you for being here. Thank you for everything that you do. Thank you for just showing up on this random live on my backup. I love you all. And as always,
for the thing, like shots fired at the Charlie Kirk thing, and I'm like, It's going interesting. I just got done with a really interesting conversation. How about you?
They don't know things. They can't emotionally regulate. No, I had a very interesting conversation with some guy that lacked empathy and a moral compass.
Yeah.
And he was confused as far as like why like I was saying these things. I told him like you're not a Christian. Like he literally said that he doesn't care about not only you know, like kids being touched with the Epstein list, but he doesn't care about the genocide that's occurring in Gaza. He doesn't care about kids being hungry in the US. He doesn't care about unhoused vets, like all of those things. It was just like a lot.
Sounds like the guy I was talking to. I asked him, what's a bigger tragedy, all the babies that have died in Gaza or Charlie Kirk? And without flinching, he said Charlie Kirk's a bigger tragedy. Which
was his name Superman?
It was not Superman. It was Joe something. He was telling us how he wears tinfoil on his head before he goes to sleep.
Okay. Does he have highlights?
No.
Or like frosted tips? You're too young to know about frosted tips.
I think it's like the blonde at the edges, right? Yeah.
Yeah, the frosted tips. It used to be a thing like in the early 2000s.
Okay, no, yeah, I was still in a crib back then, but no, this guy kind of looked like Count Dracula a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand how I don't understand how like I'm not saying that you have to be the best person in the world and you know, like even I fuck up a lot. But like having some sense of a moral compass is important, and I just don't get it.
Yeah, some people put their political loyalty over stuff like that, right? Because once they're on MAGA, they don't want to be able to admit that Trump was a PDF file, who was best friends with Epstein, or that children are being unalived in Gaza on purpose every single day. So, yeah, it's tough convincing those people.
Yeah. Well, listen, I don't know if you're still going or wrapping up, but I just want to swing by for a second and check in. So
yeah, I was actually about to hop off because that previous conversation just mentally just drained me because it was like an hour and a half of just back and forth. But
oh my god, I hate those.
I know, it was pretty crazy. So yeah, I was just chilling here, gonna just yap for a little bit, and then once I'm done yapping, then hop off. So you're free to
you do that. Well, hey, the main is back in live effect as of Thursday.
Oh, nice.
So,
okay.
You know, if you're free this weekend,
I should be. I'm gonna be in California this weekend, but if I have some free time while I'm there, I'll definitely.
All right.
Yeah.
See you later, bro.
All right, man. Take care.
Yep.
And on the off chance someone here isn't already following Santana, make sure you guys go check him out. His lives are awesome. His community is super awesome as well. You guys probably all know that, but in case you don't. That close-up video absolutely shook me. I can't get it out of my head. Honestly, like, for me, it was, I don't know if this is just me. So, number one, it was especially jarring to see the close-up because I had been so, like, mentally preparing to meet this guy in person. And, like, not just learning his arguments, but learning, like, what types of rhetorical tricks does he use? What are, like, if I say this, what is he going to say? And then how do I have a response ready for that? So I